What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, I'm vibed out, baby. Can't complain. How we living on your end?
Yeah, I'm doing good, too. Yeah, I got nothing to complain about either.
For sure. What you get into, man?
No, nothing. I really got nothing going on.
I like how we really poloed up in here together. Like, you representing the Pitt Panthers. I got the Steelers going on. Okay.
Yeah, I really don't have too much going on, man. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Looking forward to Sunday night.
Nah, respect. Shoot. Let's see, man. What have I done
Just
today?
the middle of the week, you know?
Hey, I had a little busy day today, man. Yeah. Actually, I had to go to court this morning. You know, nothing
Very
crazy.
dirty.
Yeah. I had to go take care of some business at court, so that was cool. Then after that, had an event I had to host over at West Allegheny Middle School, a STEM event, man. Shout out to the Steelers and FedEx for that. So I've been over there talking with the kids, man, getting them excited about science and math and all that good stuff, man. So yeah, I even got invited to their football game tonight. Their little middle school kids. It was like, yo, it's our last game. It's like, when is it? It's tonight. It's what time? 6 o'clock. I said, man, it's not looking good, baby. It's not looking good right now, man. Yeah.
You're rooting for him from afar.
From afar. I am. From afar. Yep. But I was like, I don't think I'm going to make that one. But salute them, though, man. The little homies over there, man, at West Allegheny Middle School, man. It was a vibe. It was a good time, man.
Got a fresh cut for the event, too, huh?
Partly, yes, but the other part was I just needed a cut. Every once in a while, Deke, I go through this phase of like, yo, I don't care how I look.
Yeah, I got to shave my beard.
I go through these phases. Yeah. And this is how I know it's bad. So my son, first off, he'll let me know. Hey, Dad, I think my hair, he'll say his hair is free. He's like, yo, Dad, I think my hair is getting a little longer. Maybe we need a cut. I'm like, so yo, you can get a cut. I don't really want one. No, Dad, we could get a cut together and we could both look like cool together. I was like, you don't like my hair right now? Well, I mean, Dad, it's kind of long. It's like, dang. So then if you notice the beard is shorter too, he's like, and Dad, like, does it have to be all the way down there? Can you like, he wanted me to cut it all the way off. Dad, can you like shave it all up? I'm like, no, we're not doing that. But I get what you need. You need me to trim it up. Same with wifey. She'll be over. It tickles too much. Like, I get it. So I was like, I get it. So last night I did conform and I did get a haircut. But I was protesting the whole time. Just know that. Shout out to him. He knew what time it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man. But it was all love, though, man. It was all love. So other than that, though, man, things are good. Can't complain. Fun show today, man, in terms of previewing another big-time matchup, man. We've been looking good versus these Florida teams. So, I
got some good analysis.
I'm definitely hyped about that. Got TG going to pull up on this 5:30. Going to rap with him for a little bit as well, man. So it's going to be a good time, man. Definitely be a good time. And then, don't forget, tomorrow, Steven Sims, 4 p.m. tomorrow. So that's definitely going to be fun as well. So with that being said, man, let us know where you're tuning in from so we can start the show like how we always do with them big boy shout outs, baby. Let's get it.
Tony Carlson says, Moats looks like a respectable gentleman today. LOL.
Yeah.
Hate when my wife makes me look like that too.
Seriously, man, I feel all like nice now and approachable. I kind of like when my beard get thick. I'm like, I'm a Viking. Arr. Yeah, it's just like real approachable. Mm-hmm.
Nicholas Felton from the 337, Lafayette, Louisiana.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Louisiana then.
Leah Warren, 254, Killeen, Texas.
Let's go. Shout out to Leah.
Nick Y, Tulsa, Oklahoma, the 918, Steeler Nation. Let's ride.
Let's get it.
Jar Devil, the 310, San Pedro, California. We got Kilo from the 209, California. Rod Dallas, 330, Youngstown, Ohio. Share line, baby.
Let's get it. Shout out to Share a Line, baby.
Rarity Unlimited. 785, Hayes, Kansas. Christina and Maurice Ovando.
Oh, they coupled up. Let's get it.
Yep, 623, Buckeye, Arizona.
Oh, let me hop in here real quick, man. You know I
it.
got my man Randy Harris. Already know it's all love from the Sam by 7, a.k.a. The Crib. You already know Steven Smith. Hashtag here we go from the 402 Omaha, Nebraska. I like it. Then we also got Hilario Provincio, the 707, the Bay. Shout out to the Bay Area. Yay, area. Frank K, the 520, Real T-Town, Arizona. Let's get it. I like that. Oh, can't forget about the homie Camden Williams, 864, Greenville, South Carolina, coming through. Shout out. And I see you in the building, Cody James, the 860. What up to my Pitt fam? Hey now. Oh, Stephen Brooks, I needed you for this one. Missy Elliott Boulevard. I don't know if you know where that's at. That's back home in the crib. You know what I'm saying? 5'7". Yeah.
Is she from there?
Oh, absolutely. She's from there. She's big time from there. Heck yeah. But she recently got a street named after her. And they did the big unveiling this week.
Wow.
Missy Elliott Boulevard. So big time salute
Scissor
to one of the queens,
everything.
man. Absolutely. You know what it is, man. Finger Ray's always popping, man. But nah, she's one of the queens of hip hop, man, just in the music industry. Big time salute. And yeah, anybody from the crib, man, we swear by her. We don't care about no Foxy Brown, no Lil' Kim, no Nicki Minaj. Nah, we on Missy. Missy, and more Missy. You know? Push T said it best. You know? Yeah.
You want me to get to these super chats?
Man, let's do it, man. Oh, and actually, before we get to the supers, I do want to shout out, his name is Brian Wilson. So, Brian tunes into all of our shows, but he's not able to catch them live. He watches them all on the replay.
Is he from Pittsburgh?
No, he's from the 757. So check this out, though, with Brian. Because he's not able to get his comments read off on the live, he started to send emails. So he sent the email to obviously moatswinners@gmail.com, but I wanted to let him know that I answered his particular question, and that video answer is on the website, arthurmoats.com. So, Brian Wilson, when you go back and watch this, make sure you check that out on the website. And for anybody else that, you know, whether you're in the chat live with us on the live streams or if you're catching it on the replay, and you have questions, you have thoughts, or you have different topics that you want me and Deke to discuss at times, send them in. moatswinners@gmail.com or simply go to arthurmoats.com and make sure you get those questions in, man, because make sure, you know, make sure we get back to y'all as much as we can, you know. But yeah, just want to give you the heads up on that, man. So that is something else that is available for the culture. All right.
That's pretty cool. James Panzarella.
Try to spice it up a little bit.
Claypool trade rumors with the Packers on the Herd and other Steelers media on YouTube. Thoughts? The 909 Upland Cali.
How you feel?
I have thoughts. Hell no. I know Claypool's been a discussion for trade even going back to the offseason.
Yeah.
But I stand by what I even said then. No, I want to see what this receiving core looks like with Claypool, Pickens, Deontay Johnson, maybe even Calvin Austin firing on all cylinders. Mm-hmm. And we got a little bit of a taste of that last week with Claypool really stepping up. So, no, I never even thought, too, that any team would give us a trade that's worthwhile for Claypool, because we know what his potential is. Mm-hmm. His talent is off the charts.
We saw a glimpse of that on Sunday.
Yeah. He even said, I feel like I'm a top 3 receiver. Yeah, we all feel like you could be somewhere in that stratosphere. So whatever offer was going to be given to us by any other team, it's probably going to be like a 3rd or 4th rounder, just based off what Claypool's play was last year and then even what his play was at the beginning of this year.
Absolutely.
And that's not worth it. I'd rather keep him on the roster and see what him and this receiving core can do down the stretch. So no, hell no. I'm not doing a trade.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. I'm a part of that same thought process. He's a young, talented player, but just because he's inconsistent, that doesn't mean you give up on him. He's inconsistent because he's young. He's developing. He's learning and understanding what it is and what it truly means to be a professional. Not everybody gets that right away. Not everybody is able to grasp it and maintain it always as well. But like you talked about, the potential, the talent is there, is clearly there. And when you do see it in stadium, you can see how dynamic he truly is and what he's able to do in terms of just taking over games at times. Man, them last 2 drives versus Tampa, man, and it's not like we were playing against some scrubs out there. This is a legit good defense. But he is capable of being an X factor. Not just being an X factor because they're not playing good coverage on him. No, he's been an X factor going up against a Devin White, going up against an Antoine Winfield Jr., who you heard me rave about prior to the game. So when you're talking about his skill level, yeah, if you're getting 3rd round picks or less for him, it's like, man, what's the point of that? Because what we have to give up to replace that talent going forward. And yes, we got a George Pickens. We're excited about him. But we still want to see that every single game to the full ability. No different when we talk about Deontay Johnson or we talk about Chase Claypool. So with that, it's like, yeah, man, I would much rather keep him. Yeah.
I think it becomes a more legitimate conversation in the offseason if Claypool's looking for a contract extension like Deontay Johnson.
And full
body. But why the hell would we want to do it in the middle of the season right now?
Well, and then full body of work, too. Because if it looked like the first 3 games for the duration of the season, well, we're not worried about it. But if it looks more like how it did last Sunday, man, that's not something we're going to be considering. We're going to be over here like, yo, let's lock him up now. So with that, man, either way, I just think that time is on our side.
Yeah. So this actually started from your boy, Jeremy Fowler. He had a whole
shout out to Jeremy, man. That's the
trade
homie.
deadline rumor article on ESPN Plus, and he brought up the Packers that they might be looking for help for Aaron Rodgers, and he brings up the name of Chase Claypool.
Well, and when you think about the Packers in the sense of, number one, they're very young at receiver outside of Randall Cobb, and there's not a lot of consistency there. One of the guys that I thought they would target was Deshaun Jackson, but he just signed with the Ravens.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, when you're looking at them and you're saying, well, who out there would still be able to come in and have impact, who could come out there and still give you more than what you're dealing with right now? It's not a lot of just guys sitting on the street as free agents. So they're going to have to look to that trade market. And I could definitely understand them looking at Claypool and saying, okay, he's not Deontay, who just signed a new deal. He's not Pickens, who they just drafted. He's not Calvin Austin, who they just drafted. All right, with Claypool, we can see the talent. We think you put him with Aaron Rodgers, he could really be, something special. But over there, he could be the odd man out, so to speak. So I get that thought process from Jeremy and stuff like that. I'm just saying I don't want to do it either. I don't want to do it. I don't care how much it makes sense for them. It don't make sense for us.
Right. He said, dating back to the offseason, that many execs around the league believed that Claypool was available. But the Steelers were only going to trade him at a hefty price. And
absolutely.
That's fine. Yeah. Put it at a premium. And that's probably why trade never happened. It was like there's some wide receiver needy teams looking for a receiver. I'm going to need
a 2 at minimum. Like, we're starting at 2 just because I think this dude is talented. I think if he continues to develop, we've seen what he's capable of. We know that he's physical as heck. We know he has the prototypical size. Relatively healthy. It's like, man, those are the 3 things that, first off, before you even talk, talent and productivity, you want to have those 3 things as a bare minimum. He brings that consistently to the table. Then when you talk about the productivity, you can see where it's like, man, this dude it's like a Martavis Bryant, so to speak. In the sense of, it's like, okay, you see the rockiness, the up and down, but when he's on, this dude is like top notch. You don't get rid of those type of dudes, man. If they're not doing anything negative off the field, because obviously that was the issue with Tay at that time, But yeah, with Claypool, we haven't heard a ton of that. No. Outside of the
what was that, his rookie year? Yeah, rookie year,
his rookie
off
season thing. Yeah, outside of that, we haven't had
boys or something like that. Gets into a little scuffle, someone's videotaping it. No, it's just stupid. I just think it's really stupid right now because we're not tanking. We have momentum as a team. So why give up one of our top 3 receivers right now that we're going to need going forward? No, it's just stupid.
Yeah. And he's been relatively productive throughout think about the first 2 years of his career.
I know.
He's been productive.
Exactly. He's been productive. It's just a disappointment to us in-house.
But
it's not like we want to just give him away. Exactly.
I'm like, that's the thing I'm like, yo, he didn't have a bad season last year. He just didn't live up to what we thought he was going to do. We thought he was going to be 11, 1,200 receiver. 800 yards is still nothing to balk at. Like, yo, that's still legit.
Yeah, what, 3-4 years ago? Remember when the Patriots traded for Mohamed Sanu?
Come on, bro.
They had to trade a second rounder.
Yes, and that's what he said, bare minimum. Bare minimum.
And right now, coming off of that game,
yes,
no, just that's not even worth it. I don't even know if I'd want a first rounder right now because we're not going to be able to use that first rounder right now.
Yeah, if it's an in season versus an off season, very different.
Mr. B. Malarkey, guys, can Mitch be the new Charlie Batch? Namaste.
I mean, technically, yes, in terms of the foundation of him starting somewhere else and then coming over here and given the opportunity to play in relief, making plays, but I think the timing of everything is different in terms of where Charlie was in his career and what he was willing to accept in terms of a role, whereas with Mitch doesn't strike me as the guy that's like at the end of it and ready to be that mentor long term and never see the field. Mitch seems like a guy that still has that competitive edge and wants to go out there and be the reason why. And that's a very big difference because it's hard to mentor and promote and make this guy feel like he's safe when I'm over here looking at his eyes like, bro, I'm gonna take your spot. Just know that. Yeah, that's a different dynamic. Yeah,
I'm with you. I feel like we've already given the keys to Kenny, and I'm assuming that's how the rest of the season plays out.
Yeah,
Mitch is probably gonna seek out of this contract one way or another.
Yeah,
and either the Steelers cutting him or we trade him to try to find some type of competition out there because I think that's at least what he wants. One more time in an offseason,
Yeah. Like I said, if they do anything with Mitch, it'll be in the offseason. But, for Mitch, man, it just, to me, he's still at a point in his career where he needs to be going to get it, going to see if he can prove himself because the talent is there. The consistency is the big issue. And sometimes, man, in the league, it's not always about how good or not good you are. Sometimes it's about the situation you're in. If you can get in the right situation at the right time, plenty of dudes that made a killing off of this thing. Plenty of guys that made a run. Plenty of guys that, made the ultimate leap in productivity. One of the guys I always like to bring up is Chris Hogan. Being with him early in his career in Buffalo, he was barely on the practice squad. Opportunity wasn't right. Timing wasn't right. We had really good receivers during that time frame. He goes to New England, though, a couple years later, and he turns into a top-notch receiver, Super Bowl champ, sought after free agent, compensated really nicely. So sometimes it's all about, just like I said, time and opportunity with that. So for Mitch, man, that's something that he is going through and understanding right now as well. But, yeah, it'll work out.
Steeler Nation on fire. What Steeler Hall of Fame player would you want on the coaching staff? Hall of Fame player. I was going to go just Merrill Hodge because of all of his film and work he's done in that area, but he's not a Hall of Fame player.
I would probably... Oh, I'm going Jack Ham.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm going Ham because he still is heavily around the game, still heavily studies the game, collegiately and professionally. Yeah, I'm going with Jack. Ham. Hey, he's a friend of the show. We interviewed him. We got a chance to rap with Jack. Shout out to Jack.
Okay, what about some of the more recent ones? Troy, Faneca.
Ooh. Faneca come back and get this O-line right. Protect the upgrade. Protect
you know
KPA.
him better than me.
He's coaching football right now.
Type of coaching mind.
He's coaching football. He's actually a high school coach back in my hometown. Back in the 757. I think it's Cox High School he's coaching at.
I don't know if Troy would be a good coach.
Troy is very soft. Sometimes, man, the guys like Troy, they aren't really good because you're like, bro.
He did whatever the hell he wanted.
Yes. And it's like, yo, just because you were crazily gifted athletically, the rest of us common folk aren't as gifted like that. Yeah.
I would say Hines Ward. That would be an easy one because he's already in coaching, but he's not a Hall of Famer yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, guess I kind of forgot that one. Yeah.
Jack Ham's a good one.
What about Bradshaw?
I was going to say Mean Joe Green. As one of those dudes just to get the locker room right at every halftime and after the game. Like, if you have a poor performance, you have to go back in the locker room and look Mean Joe Green in the eye. He doesn't even have to do any coaching.
Ooh, you know who else I say? What about Donnie Shell?
Okay.
Got it. Understands being a backup, being a starter, special teams element of it, Yeah.
Lambert would be of that Mean Joe Green mold where you just you have him in the locker room. It's not about coaching.
I can see Lambert just coming in.
He's just reaming everyone out.
Man, they're running the power. You smoke this here Newport, take a shot of whiskey, and after that you come downhill on it. You be like, yo, Jack, that's great, but we need a little more detail, a little more coaching point, man. Yeah. Ooh, I saw Keith Stewart say Rod Woodson.
Oh, yeah.
He's another one. Yeah, he's around the game a lot, too. Yeah, he's be a good one.
That'd be a great call for the secondary.
I like Rod. Yeah, he's a good one.
That might be the pick.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that. I can get with that one.
Matthew Gisner. Haven't caught a live in weeks.
Man.
Great videos lately. Hard to catch. 3 p.m.'s live. I do HVAC and winter is coming. Looking forward to the show. Hope you guys are doing well. From the 410 behind enemy lines.
Nah, salute you, man. We do appreciate you as always. And yes, we have missed your presence, but we are glad that you are back as well. Yeah, sometimes, man, we got to go with the 3 o'clocks when it's like baseball for my little man, or with some of the interviews that we have coming on now, just based on like how Coach Simon has their practices structured, we have to bump it up a little bit. But now we definitely appreciate you, even when you're not able to catch the live. The fact that you're still with us, man, always means a lot.
Google East. Pittsburgh media got to be the worst.
Bro, they be trying to just spread all the negativity, all the hate. I be just like, yo, why are we fishing for this after? Bro, we just beat the Bucs with Brady, with their weapons, and we had none of our weapons, and we won. Why are we over here fishing, looking for negative? Oh, and Deke, since me and you got a chance to rap about it off the mic when the show ended, man, y'all reaching about that Boz video. Reaching. Ay.
Someone hit me up and said there were some people talking about it a little bit more out there and said that he might have been directing that at like the chain gang members. Which that would even make a ton more sense because they didn't give Mitch that first down on that RPO that he did.
And everybody is going in through that tunnel right. That's like going into like our locker, like our players' locker room. Not even where the Bucs or anybody else. No fans. So the chain crew is in there. You might see some officials walking through there. Like all them people in there. But man, by the time Canada is in there, he's already down the hall in that thing. When you hear Boz say what he says, man, y'all got it. I'm just like, and I can see if Canada was the only coach that was there. Bro, it's like 3 other coaches in that spot, man.
Yeah, why wasn't it at Terrell
exactly.
Austin?
I'm like, you had Terrell Austin in there. You had Carl Dunbar in there. I'm like, what? That's the one because it was Canada? I'm like, yo,
you
y'all
don't know
are
who's on the other side of the camera, too.
Exactly.
Like, just chilling there the whole time.
Or literally because this is how that hallway is, the area where y'all saw them walking up, you still got another 10 to 20 steps down another hallway before you get inside the locker room. And there's a ton of people in there as well. So I'm like, how of all the people, y'all just single out Matt Canada and say Boz is talking to Matt Canada 100%. Check the video. Y'all was there, check the tape. And what I kept saying up here, man, all right now, that don't sound right to me. I'm not agreeing. That don't sound about right. Now, y'all got to check the tape. Hey, you can hear it. You can hear it. All I'm saying, y'all was reaching. Y'all got to chill. Y'all got to chill.
If Boz actually did say that towards Canada, I would just say Boz is wrong then.
Yeah.
Because Canada definitely helped in that win.
And if Boz was going to say it to Canada, Boz isn't going to talk like that and walk off and say it. He would look him and say, hey, look, man, it won't because of you. Because when you saying that type of thing, that's some static. That's smoke. That's, hey, I'm bringing this to your front door. Boz ain't the type of dude that's going to shy away if that was what he was really trying to do. Whoever he's talking to, it was no smoke like that, man.
I'm with you. Matthew Gisner. Moats just got it saved. Deke got a good beard length. You two should have a bet to see who can grow longer.
Oh, he said shaved. I think that's what he meant.
Yeah.
Man, Deke, bro, yeah, ain't no way. See, it takes me like, this is the only part that grows. Just the chin part. The mustache gonna get a little thick, then it's gonna start growing.
I definitely, I
the
got
sides
more.
don't get long, yeah.
I mean, you could probably grow it down though, like from there.
I can like
braid it. Mine would just go out like this more.
Yeah, mine gets like really, really long. Yeah. Yep.
Come on, yeah. Minka's knee is 100.
There it is.
And Deontay / Money Mitch have no bad blood.
There it is.
Yeah, the Deontay one and Mitch too just randomly pops up after this win against the Bucks. Mitch gets involved again. He gets another opportunity. Like, why did that have to come out?
But then it's like, why do they keep digging into it as well? It's like, oh my gosh, if this was the case and they did make the switch, well, why would they do this? Well, why would he get upset? Or why wouldn't Coach Tomlin back his? I'm like, yo, why does it matter? Like, if it happened, cool. If it didn't happen,
it's football.
Cool.
It's football. It's a quarterback. It's a receiver.
Bro, you know,
people are going to argue about targets and passes.
I say it's a lot more that happens in that locker room, and there's way more scared and hollering about catches and targets and stuff like that, man.
Right. I don't really think that was the reason the switch happened.
Yeah.
It may have something to do with 3 points on the board, the stadium being dead.
It's like
the offense being lackluster at times,
it's
needing a spark.
It's a lot. And none of us have those answers, no matter who you think you are. Unless you were in that locker room, not he say, she said. Unless you was in that thing, man, come on, baby. But yeah, man, we got to stop. That is the media part, though. And I am glad that my man called about all that, though.
AJ Martinez, Sabotage 7 and Missy. Do not start Kenny. It's not safe. Well, this is interesting because we did talk about who's going to be the quarterback for this week Missy? Or who should be. I don't know. Maybe he's talking about Missy Matthews.
That's what I was like. She got sabotaged. I was like, what happened to Missy?
Maybe.
I was like, yeah, not Missy.
Maybe. But Pickett is apparently cleared to practice throughout the whole week. Full participant.
Yes, I did.
So all
he
has to do is pass the protocol whenever that is, Friday, Saturday, and he'll be good to go.
Yep. We did see that. And
so that quells any fears that we had about Pickett potentially not being able to get the full reps.
Yeah.
Tomlin said before the even questions started in that press conference, Pickett's the guy going forward. If he gets cleared, he's going to start against Miami. He's going to get all the reps and everything. He's going to be ready to go.
Yeah, because like you said, man, some players aren't cleared to practice. Others are. Kenny is cleared. So, yeah, as long as he's able to go out there and practice, Coach Tom is going to play him, man. And rightfully so. That's kind of what we all were on, pat with and stuff like that. So, yeah, I like it. Now let's keep him upright and no more concussions. Pretty please. That's the next stage of this thing.
Matthew Gisner. Asked before, but really want a signed copy of the book, Moats. Can you tell me the link again?
I thought I told you. My bad. Oh, yeah. So, moatstheory.com. Just Moats, Moats, theory, like theory of life.com. And yeah, you can see all of it up there, all the different options, stuff like that. Man, we get you taken care of, baby. Don't you trip, Matthew. Don't you trip.
Matthew Gisner. No, AJ. No. Start Pickett.
Okay.
Matthew Gisner also agreed don't trade 11 unless it's a stupid good deal. Like Garvin's deal for Najee, a first and a third. It's a stupid good deal.
If you get in the first and a third for RB in 2022, holy cow, bro.
Calmonier. My buddy McCoy is working at Stephon Tuitt's house right now.
Oh, do it to it.
Let's go, UW. Counterpoint on trading a receiver. We have a lot of receivers available, and we draft them well. Why not get at least the first and the second to help build up the rest of the team where we have issues like cornerback and inside defensive line? So I got 2 things for that. I don't think we're getting a first and a second for Claypool.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one of those things. We're not getting any help for this season. I don't think the season's over. Far from it. I think we're going to be going on a nice little run here. We're going to be getting healthy on defense. I'd like to see what this receiving core can do.
Yeah, that's the difference for me as well. This seems more like we're going to tank the rest of this season and plan ahead. We're literally still in this thing. 1 game out of leading the division. Like, that's where we are right now, man. There's a whole bunch of 3-3s going on, man. Not a lot
the
of...
Jets are 4-2.
Like, think about it, bro. Like,
that's all you need to look at. And I don't think the Jets are that good. It's just a really weird year. You probably got like 4 or 5 teams that they're locked into the playoffs. They're locked into winning their division.
Right.
Like the Chiefs, the Bills, Eagles right now.
Yeah. But even out what?
Cowboys, you would think, but they're 4-2 right now.
Yeah.
Who knows what they look like with Dak coming back?
Yeah. Because I'm trying to think. Niners, they're doing their thing, but they're still not a runaway. Yeah.
No. And then you look at the rest of the AFC.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of what we thought.
No,
it's just an
100%
absolute mess across the board.
But this
the Patriots
us,
have all of
though.
a sudden bounced back and are 3-3.
But this benefits a team like us, where you're talking about still legitimately being in it, because you've seen we can beat a Tampa. At the same time, you can see that, hey, when we're not buttoned up and doing what we're supposed to do, we can also get beat pretty bad. But in terms of just tanking on it and just go ahead and getting rid of a player that just helped us get up out of a stadium, it's like, nah, I ain't trying to do that just yet.
Maybe he's thinking, since we still have Calvin Austin, we got like a Miles Boykin. Yeah. I just don't think they're even close to Claypool's level right now.
And that's the conversation.
A bad version of Claypool is still solid. He's still an 800-yard receiver.
Because that's what we have to understand, too. You're trading away proven productivity for what you're projecting a player could do. We didn't just talk about this in a negative for Claypool when he did what? Played well his rookie year, so we started projecting what he could do, and we all felt that he underperformed, which is why people are even talking about trading him now. So you're going to just reset that and go with Calvin Austin, who in terms of pedigree is a lesser version because he wasn't drafted at least in the 2nd round, and we know on top of that, just he's coming off of an injury. What does his productivity look like?
Completely different type of receiver.
Yeah, very true. And when does he have those type of impacts? That's just a lot to bet your this year and future on, when you already have this player in-house that is young, that is producing, that is showing you what he's capable of at times. And the biggest thing is you just got to get it more consistent. I think you can get the consistency out of him. I would much rather bank on that than moving on from him, banking on the youth that we have, and then saying we're just going to draft guys, and those draft picks are going to work out as well.
We can wait. We have no reason to rush. This could be a conversation in the offseason. Why not see how this season plays out still?
Absolutely. And once again, there's no guarantee draft picks work. We talk about Devin Bush, right? And how he's been kind of up and down. We talk about Artie Burns. Talk about a Jarvis Jones, a Bud Dupree, a TJ Watt. It's like, man, all 5 of those guys I just named were all very different in terms of productivity, in terms of career length, in terms of really being star players and living up to it versus not living up to it and, having a label on you that is not so savory. I just much rather go with the proven productivity right here in this situation, and age is on our side.
Absolutely. He's still got a year left on the contract.
He's still controlling.
And I'm sure he is going to be looking for some type of contract extension. That's why I think we could talk about it in the offseason. But, man.
No different than what Deontay did. If you produce to the point where now it warrants you getting a contract like that, well, now we're open to it. But if you don't have if you don't put together a consistent season or a 1,000-yard season or something like that, well, it's like, hey, we're going to talk with you, but the money isn't going to be necessarily what you might be expecting or what you might be looking for. But your productivity is going to dictate that. And especially this year. Him, Alex Highsmith, he's another guy in that conversation as well.
AJ Martinez. No, Matthew, if he gets hit again, he's gone for the year. The doctors are willing to get these players killed just to win a game. Man. So Tomlin responded to this a couple of times in yesterday's press conference, and I think he answered it best. We got some of the best people in the world diagnosing this type of stuff here in Pittsburgh.
Not some of the best, the best.
The best.
I can tell you firsthand, even when remember when I was in California, he was talking about how how we were doing, a lot of full body total wellness stuff. their main headquarters in terms of concussion research, CTE research, brain evaluations is right out there at that exact same facility. And you know who the leader is? Our doctor right here, Dr. Marone. He's the leader of it. He's the one that is leading the way in all types of groundbreaking research and developments with that type of stuff. His whole program out there. Awesome crew, man. Shout out to the homies out there. But yeah, so it's like when you're talking concussion, you're talking CT, you're talking brain, this is the place to be. This is the doctors that you want. So when you're talking about that type of statement, yeah, 100%. Yeah, you trust them more than any of these other team doctors, independent neurologists, or anybody else they could think of. This is where you want to be as it pertains to that type of stuff. So yeah, I do trust them in their judgment with Kenny. So yeah, we'll see, man, how it plays out, man. You know, but yeah, they're not gonna put him in harm's way.
No, the guy you drafted in the first round out of Pitt, the guy that you handed the franchise over in week 3 or week 4, whenever you took out Mitch, and just coming off of how Mitch played, where you feel like probably we get out of stadium with Mitch if he keeps doing stuff like this against the Dolphins. So I don't think there's any rush for us to get Pickett back. It's just if he gets cleared by the best of the world, then who's to say no?
Right. If he's cleared, then yeah, he's going to be good to go.
AJ Martinez. Pickens will surpass all Steeler receivers.
I mean,
I don't. Most people are going to disagree with that.
I gotta wait to see it. Yeah,
I'm with them. That's my take, but
I hope so. But you know, I was here with AB, so I'm very.
I thought he meant on the roster.
Oh,
I thought he meant on the roster.
I thought he meant all time.
He's talking about AB.
He said, I was like,
AB's real tough.
I was gonna say I was here with him, so yeah, so I'm stuck up with it too. My whole tone, I was like, whoa, what? Hey, man. Hey, all right. But if you talking about this current group, sure.
Yes. I think a lot of people are thinking
that.
Yes,
the current group, sure. I thought you was talking all the time, so I might have misunderstood what you were saying. But current group, 100%.
Steely Dawn. Tomlin elusive with Austin playing this week. You think this is the week? ? Also, how will he fit in? Saw Canada say he doesn't know how to utilize him.
So, it's a couple of ways, man. When he's talking about, in terms of why Coach Tomlin might be very vague or has been vague about Calvin Austin, number one, he's trying to see what is his conditioning looking like, what is his physical state look like, right? He's been out for a long time with the injury. Second thing, it's mentally. How fast has he picked up this playbook? I know Calvin said that he's been around and he hasn't, missed out on anything, but there is a difference between being in meetings and watching tape and actually being able to participate in walkthroughs and running these plays and getting the amount of reps that these guys are accustomed to getting. So that's the other part. And in terms of Matt Canada, when he speaks on how do you fit Calvin Austin in, I know the simple thing is, oh, man, put him in the slot. Let him run slants. Let him run cross routes. Let him run fades, and that's all that. Yeah, it sounds super simple like that. But think about it in this sense, right? If you're putting him in those situations and it has to be super dumbed down and simplified like that, what do you think that means for the defender? That means it's dumbed down and simplified for him as well. So when you're talking about how you want to utilize a guy, you want to know, what does he know in terms of the playbook? What does he know in terms of pre-snap movement? Disguises. All right. Are you the point guy in this bunch? Are you the outside guy on the bunch? Are you the inside guy on the bunch? Do you know all three of these routes? What if we need to motion you? What if we need to shift you? Are you able to pick that up on the fly? Because I do not have time for Kenny Pickett to check to you on a hot route. And because you only know how to run slant, fade, and stop route, because that's what we told you to run when we get out here, and now it's actually a blitz and I need to check this route to you and you don't know what the check is, and now Kenny's getting hit in the mouth. I don't want that. So when you're talking about why Matt Canada might be hesitant, that is why as well. It's more than just, can this guy run routes? We're not saying he can run routes or he can't run routes. I think he can run really good routes. I've seen it. They look nice. Absolutely. But when you're talking about, do you understand this playbook? Do you understand these checks? Do you understand when I got to go hot? Do you understand when it's motion? Do you understand when we go hurry up? Because we do not want to do anything to limit Kenny in this offense. We don't want to do anything to add to his plate either. He's already going through enough processing things as a rookie. You think he needs to worry about processing all this stuff? Make sure the protection's set. Make sure he has his read right. Oh, and Calvin, let me line you up as well. That's just a lot. So a lot of this will fall on Calvin to see, how fast he can pick this up. When you miss as much time as he's done, it is a little bit hard at times to make it all look the way it's supposed to look when you first get out there and practice. And that's the other part. He's not just coming into the training camp playbook anymore. It's the in-season portion where they make adjustments. They add on to stuff like that. So we'll really see, what it looks like for him. But I'm sure this week in practice, man, will hopefully be a good one, man, because I'm excited to see him.
Not only everything you just said, but think of one of the 5 players you're going to have to take off the field. It's either Deontay, Claypool, Pickens, Pat, or Najee. Now, you can't have a 4 wide receiver set, but then it goes back to everything that you just talked about. No. Is he ready? Is he more ready than a Miles Boykin? Who else? Or Steven Sims?
See what I'm saying? Because that's what it comes down to. So do you want to run the risk of a Steven Sims who knows the rep, who knows what he's going to do, knows how to do all the window dressing and everything like that? Or do you take him off the field for a guy that you're hoping is going to be able to do that? But he's a rookie. So naturally, what do rookies do? They go through growing pains, right? Consistency isn't always there, right? The same stuff we talk about with every other player that's been out there and the rookies that have been out there as well. It's like, man, you're going to deal with that also. So it's not just to say like he can't play or he can't be out there, but just in giving you context in terms of when you hear the coaches speak the way that they are, that's the type of stuff that they're like specifically referring to.
I think if anything, what you're talking about is more just referring to Canada not being an idiot.
Correct.
Because I felt that whenever I first initially saw his comments of like, Calvin Austin looks a little rusty. I'm not sure how to utilize him. I'm like, dude, he's got like a 4.2, 4.3
Bro, just
speed.
put him out there. Let him run. Yeah, it can't be that hard.
But you're right. Maybe it's a little bit more complex than we think.
Because it's not, like I said, it's not a can he do it, because we know he's capable of it. But it's like, yo, can you do the rest of the stuff that we need you to do when you're out there? Like if I tell you, hey, go out here and run this vertical route, you know, we ain't running too many crazy routes here. This is the Steelers right now. But hey, I need you to go run a vertical. All right, line up in the slot. And Kenny get out here and he's like, man, I don't like this. Look, we checking to a run right here. Calvin, you know what you're doing? Huh? So I got the vertical. Nah, Calvin, I need you to go get this. I need you to go cut off that safety that's about to walk into this box. You got that? Which one? That one? Oh, no. Not saying that he don't know all this stuff, but I'm just saying if he doesn't, that's a big deal. That's a lot that's going on and it's happening right now. And that's the other part that we kind of forget. When we're sitting here watching it on TV, just think about how much time, right? It's like between that play. Now imagine if the process is, I got to tell you what you're supposed to do. You need to go out here and look at this thing, what you're going to do. Also knowing what you're going to do, but also anticipating what they're going to do as well. And being in tune for anything else that could possibly happen. That's just a lot in about 15 seconds. So yeah.
The timing's weird because we need to activate him soon.
Yeah, we definitely do. He's had, a week left? This week? Yeah, next week will be his last week of, right? 21 days, sir. Yeah.
It would make the most sense to start implementing him a little bit in the bye, but again, we got to activate him soon.
I would agree.
I'd rather activate him now and have him be like a dead roster spot for a week or two and then try to figure something out at the bye.
Yeah. As long as he's healthy.
Not have him for the rest of the season.
Yes. If
he's because healthy, that speed, dude.
Yeah, if he's healthy, you activate him, and what you do is you try to see if you can find one of these guys that are at the end of the roster that you could bump down to practice squad and try to play that game with those guys. So then that way he still maintains his roster spot until he gets up to speed. Because we're not saying that he's never going to play this year. No, we're just simply saying that he's only been practicing for a week with the team right now. A week of practice. It's different. That's all. And when you're talking about not in the sense of like when we look at our outside linebackers and because of injuries, guys are having to play, we're healthy at wide receiver. We've seen the productivity of wide receiver. So it's not just, do you want him up? It's like, who are we taking off to put him out there as well? So, yeah.
Google East says Young Money 2.0 when Calvin Austin is back.
I hope so, man. Because that was a heck of a group right there, bro.
Are we just saying it's a crew of 3 receivers, or are we saying it's 4? Because
maybe that's why he said 2.0.
That'd be 4 studs.
Yeah.
4 young studs.
All young dudes, too, man.
Yeah, it's different, though, because the first Young Money, they didn't have the height or size like Pickens and Claypool.
Nah, they were straight little dogs out there, though, bro.
They were fast as hell, though.
Fast as heck, tough as nails, won't scared of nothing, man.
Yep. Matthew Gisner, when it comes to Hall of Fame coaching question, he's not Hall of Fame yet, but I think 7 would be an ace coach.
There we go.
I wouldn't doubt that. I just don't know how much he'd want to.
I don't know. Yeah. Probably because, like, the time commitment. But, yeah, because it's never, like, about finances for him.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you just do what you want to do, whatever brings you pleasure.
He's doing a podcast right
exactly.
now.
It's like, you think he needs to worry about doing a podcast? Like, not at all.
Whereas, like, Phillip Rivers, as soon as he retired, he said, the first thing I wanted to do was go into coaching. He was a high school head coach.
Yeah.
And Ben, it doesn't really seem like that. Looks like he's content podcasting,
and
doing some stuff with the church.
He has his kids, too, man. He wants to be around them. So, yeah.
All right, next we got Camonier. Kenny is the guy, in my opinion. But Tomlin knows that if he starts Mitch, Steeler Nation will flip out. Mitch doesn't deserve any of the hate he's gotten so far.
Man, you bring us some good perspectives right there. Oh. Well, we kind of talked about that whole situation and scenario with Mitch, man. He's been handling it the best way he can, though. So, yeah, it's not the most ideal situation for him, but, he's in it right now. And as long as he continues to be prepared, and when his number is called, if it does get called again, hopefully it doesn't, because we don't want Kenny getting hurt anymore. But if it is called again, he goes out there and does what he needs to do, man. But, yeah, it's one of them things, man. It's a very unique situation for all those guys involved. Kenny, Mitch, and Coach T, man.
I think it's less about Steeler Nation flipping out and more about Tomlin facing the locker room.
Yeah, and he kind of talked about
going
that
back
too.
And forth with the quarterback position, which is supposed to be the leader of the team. If you're going all over the place, flip-flopping, it's just not a good look.
Yeah, and he said that, though. He said,
he did.
That was the thing. Like, you can't flip and flop in terms of who your leader is, in terms of who we're supposed to follow. And, it was actually good to hear him say that, because that's kind of what we've been talking about up here. Just in the sense of, as a player, man, if you keep switching up who we supposed to follow, then I'm going to start questioning, do you even know who you want to follow? So if you don't know, why the heck should I follow either one of these dudes, man? And that could definitely become an issue. So, yeah, right, wrong, or indifferent. Whenever you make that switch, man, you just got to roll with it. So we shall see. But, yeah, stay healthy, Kenny. Please stay healthy.
AJ Martinez, we have to keep Pickett clean. He isn't Big Ken like Big Ben. He can't take hits every game. Mean Joe, Lambert, and Debo. F that. Scary. Debo, weight training motivator, the land of the boss.
Let's get it. That's a lot going on right there.
Pickett really hasn't been taking shots like that, though.
No, that was... And that shot, it wasn't even, terrible.
I thought it was a ribs.
Yeah, it was just the head bouncing, man.
Yeah. And if anything, I'm guessing the Steelers or the neurologist that checked him, they just took extra precautions. Because obviously right now, full participant, they cleared him for that. It has to be on the lighter side. I mean, it's still a concussion. It's still something you take seriously, but not to the degree of getting up and wobbling around and all that type of stuff,
How Coach Thomas say, I'm not a doctor. I'm a coach. I'm not a doctor. I'm a YouTuber / person that walks around and has fun. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that to them folk over there. Just keep my man safe, pretty please. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I'm going to say mild, because that's the thing, man. I remember when they told us that, because that was a whole narrative. Oh, that's considered a mild concussion because you weren't asleep. It's like, no, there's no such thing as a mild concussion. It's either a concussion or it is not a concussion. That's how they explained it. I was like, oh. So, all right, thanks. Make my head hurt. Yeah, but yeah, we don't need none of that going forward, though.
This is AJ Martinez. Does he say, let's go, boys, the ZZ Top Challenge? LOL.
Jeez.
What's that from? Did they have beards or something? Is that what he's referring to?
I don't know. He make me nervous every once in a while, man. I'm just scared to deep dive into that one.
Matthew Gisner. We did it when we played, AJ. I'm glad players are being taken care of, but if Tomlin says he's fine to play, then Nate needs to go out there and play. And it's not necessarily Tomlin saying he's fine to play. He's trusting the doctors.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you have to do.
And that's what even Mike McDaniel said with Tua. Yeah. It's not necessarily his decision to make. It's the doctors clearing him.
Right.
So who's to say he's not good to go if a doctor is saying it?
And I also want to say this as well as it pertains to McDaniels, because obviously it was around the time where people brought up Coach Tomlin in his interview with Ryan Clark when he was saying basically like, hey, man, I set you down because you're my guy. Like, I love you. Like, I wasn't even going to jeopardize that. That's Coach Tomlin going above and beyond. And that's what we love the heck out of him. But that is not a requirement. That is not something that you have to do. So, granted, we're very fortunate here for that. But around the league, it is more so like what Coach McDaniel said, in the sense of, hey, man, if the doctor clears this dude, man, all right, let's go. Let's get him up out there. So I don't want him to kind of get like that super duper negative in the sense of like, oh, he's heartless. It's like, no, that's just, we got a coach that is like overly compassionate, like the players coach narrative. Like, it's dope because of that type of stuff. But that's not something that you have to do. That's not something that a lot of coaches or teams or GMs would even go for. It's like, nah, if my dude can go out there and play, he can help us win, put him out there. I'm paying him for this. And plenty of dudes have dealt with that, man. Absolutely.
So if anything, that goes more to the point of we're not just going to be pick it out there willy-nilly, because you have that aspect of it, of Tomlin looking at these dudes like they're his sons, but also just the fact that Pickett is our future. Yeah. We don't have to sacrifice one game for the future.
Not in year one.
And you know how these concussions can be, because we dealt with it with Sidney Crosby back in like 2013 or 2014. Yeah. He couldn't stay on the ice. We saw it with even like Ladarius Green. You don't want to mess with that type of stuff.
And you think about, man, Ladarius, man, he talked about some of that stuff, man, in terms of it not being like how it is out here in Pittsburgh, where, hey, man, we want your best interest. Yeah, and that's scary at times, man. When you hear some of those type of stories, you're like, bro, what? Like,
AJ Martinez says Missy Elliott is number 1.
Hey, there we go. Let's get it, man. And I'll tell you, man, Missy's that deal. Believe that. And she did it the all natural way, too, man. She went over here, cutting up, showing too much. Nah, man,
you're just spitting.
You know what I'm saying? Spitting, man. She might pull up with the big fluffy trash bag suit. You know what I mean? Yeah, she fired though, man. Shout out to Missy.
Nanzito. Yo, what's up, guys? Currently in Boston awaiting the flight back to the Bay. We'll be back soon, but let's get this dub Sunday night, baby.
No, facts, man. Facts. And safe travels as well, man. Let's get it. Now, we definitely need this dub on Sunday night, though.
I feel good about it. Camonier, y'all see AB posted some old training camp clips on his Snapchat. I did not. Mostly just him cooking Artie Burns and cockerel. Ben was throwing dimes every clip.
That was the fun times right there, man. Yeah, I'm not on Snapchat. Are you on Snapchat?
No.
Yeah, I'm not on Snapchat, man. But shout out, though. Shout out to the homie.
Camonier, when I look at Canada, all I think of is Adam Gase.
Adam Gase had them crazy eyeballs, too.
Yeah, could that be considered a good or bad thing? Adam Gase was bad as a coach, but he was actually decent as a coordinator.
Yeah.
Now, he did have Peyton Manning helping him out, but
True.
Steeler Nation on fire. Yeah. I wish Mark Gilbert got activated against the Bucks. I did too, but obviously we didn't need him.
Yeah, but we did activate Mark Robinson though. He had his first action. That was good to see.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was
out there on special
teams. Yeah.
I didn't even notice. Good stuff. All right, next one. AJ Martinez, Matthew, I will pray that I'm wrong about Kenny, but if he starts looking shady in the game, they better pull his ass. Never trust one set of doctors. Our O-line is still a work in progress. AJ's gonna get hit. Our O-line is much improved, though. I will say that. Yeah, it's obviously a work in progress, but
it's gonna be a different type of challenge this week as well, man. It's definitely gonna be a different type of challenge this week, man. But it's gonna be exciting though, man. But I can understand. I could definitely understand the concern, and I do share those same concerns, man. It's like, dude, I've seen how them concussions affect people, man. I've seen it. It's scary, especially the long-term effects as well. You be like, bro, when you looking back on it, like, man, I wish you would have set that one out. But we will see how this thing goes, man. And at the end of the day, you got to trust your doctors. But it's also, on top of that, Kenny has to trust himself, man. And we will see how everything kind of goes with that. But, yeah, it's not going to just be a one-person decision, man. You talk about Omar Khan, the GM, Mr. Rooney. Man, it's going to be multiple people. Like, you're not just signing off on a dude and just going to put him out there in harm's way. Nah. At least not here in Pittsburgh. Let me. I won't speak on other organizations. Sure. Here in Pittsburgh, we're not going to do that.
Come on, here. Mitch deserved more of a chance, but you can't pull Kenny after you've already put him in. We literally have 2 QB1s. Mitch can ball, but Kenny's him.
I like that context.
Let's go, UW. Yeah. I mean, Michael Thomas has made a career of catching nothing but slants.
And that's fine.
What's he referring to? Because he was the one talking about Claypool being traded.
Or maybe he's talking about Calvin Austin. When I was referencing, like, in terms of the whole playbook. But it's like, Michael Thomas does more than just catch a slant. I know.
He's hurt a lot, too.
This is also true. Yes.
I think he's hurt again, right?
Yes. He is hurt a lot.
He got that bag and just chilling.
He started getting hurt, like, all the time now. Absolutely. But nice slant game is fire, though.
Farron Bradford. Can we show 5'6" some love?
Mm-hmm.
Is he leading the league in sacks again?
Yes, he is.
He's really been holding it down and not getting enough credit. Best edge duo, low key. Yes, sir.
Nah, facts, man. Highsmith doing his thing, man. 6.5 of them big boy sacks right now, leading the league after 6 weeks. Definitely like that. Salute him, man. Big fan of him, man. And on top of this, man, he's been doing it largely without TJ. Mm-hmm. You know, it's easier when you have a TJ Watt on the other side taking up all the attention, the double teams, getting the slide protection and stuff like that. Right now, it's like, nah, dude, you're getting that action. You're getting a chip over there. You're getting a tight end lined up to your side, the bunch formation and stuff like that. But he still finds a way to, impact the game. So I definitely, want to salute him for that. Heck yeah. That's the homie right there.
Hunter Gaming. has joined the upper room.
Yo, you know I'm gonna get hold on. Oh, I see a 2-piece. Hunter Gaming, shout out to you. He did win the giveaway. And Chris Wade, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, baby.
And Steve Hibbins has given us some support.
Oh, greatly appreciate you. From the heart.
Lou Boy, Spark, ? Has the offense looked any better besides scoring in the first quarter since Mitch got benched? Yeah.
Yeah, those are two different questions. Like, because the spark element, he technically did provide the spark in
2
that
touchdowns
game.
right off the bat.
Yeah, in that particular game.
And then Bills, it goes back to what we were talking about, Mitch. Some of the problems popped up outside of quarterback. The drops, no run game at all. Some penalty. Was there penalties in the Bills game? I know there were some penalties, obviously, last game. Defense was terrible, too. That doesn't help a quarterback trying to keep the team in it. Quarterback in the offense and everything.
And then we had the turnover. Yeah, and that Bills one.
No, but then obviously we saw in the Bucs game. Yeah. Kenny,
still
first
been better
drive,
though, yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Mitch played awesome in that second half.
It's still been better,
though.
both of them, yeah.
Right. All right, we got Chase Grieve. Should we go get Bryce Hall from the Jets?
Man, why would
Does he mean Brees Hall?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Well, why would they give him up? He just got he nice. He nice.
Yeah, they're rookie they just drafted in the second round.
What was that? Iowa State, right?
I think he's favored for Rookie of the Year right now.
Yeah, he nice.
I don't think
him nice.
They're trading him.
Him nice.
What are we giving up for him?
I'm
nice. Good. We got Najee and Jalen Moore.
Yeah. He is a different type of back, though.
He's really good.
He's nice.
Steve Hibbins. What's up, Moats and Deke?
What's happening?
Missed the last couple shows, but had to check in after that win.
Hey,
Being a Boston Steelers fan, beating Brady makes that Pats loss less painful.
Shout out. Absolutely, man. You can never have enough of whooping up on him, baby.
Jared Kraft. Wait, what's he? What's he talking about here? Does he like the Patriots and the Steelers?
No, I think he's saying he's saying the loss to the Patriots, it makes it feel better now because we at least were able to go back and beat Brady down in Tampa. That's what he's saying. Yeah. Jared
Kraft. ZZ Top is a great classic rock band. 2 dudes with beards and one without a beard with the last name Beard. LOL. So AJ Martinez definitely was referring to ZZ Top.
For sure. Also, I did go back and look. He was not. I thought he was talking about Brees Hall as well. He's talking about Bryce Hall, the cornerback for the Jets. They have a corner over there.
Oh, okay.
Apparently is available he's on the trade market.
There's rookie, a couple corners out
not
there.
A big deal either. It's what 3.6 mil. What he's on right now. That's what he was referring to. Yeah, 24 years old. But apparently, I guess last game, they said his snaps got cut down or something like that. So now he's up there. Okay.
There was a couple corners that Fowler mentioned in his article, but I feel like we're fine when we're healthy.
Yeah, that's the big thing, the health part.
I don't know if we have to go over to the top to get a cornerback. I wouldn't mind getting another edge rusher, though, in case TJ re-injures or you know what I mean?
But we did finally get a sack from Malik, or at least he needs to go ahead and dispute that sack so he can get his credit for said sack. But it's like
Brian Burns is apparently on the market.
Well, you know, it's a sell. It's a fire sale down there, man. You get you Brian Burns. It was J.C. Horn down there as well. Who's the?
See, if we get a J.C. Horn, I'll make that trade.
Fire. Let me think. Who else is down there in Carolina? Because you know McCaffrey coming to Buffalo, so we got I'm saying I worry about him.
You think that's locked in?
Come on, pull up. You know what time it is, man. He coming to Buffalo. OBJ gonna pull up as well. Why you shaking your head, man?
I wouldn't be happy about that.
I'm trying to play. We trying to do the roster like how you doing, Madden, man. Just pick up whoever. No integrity either. Nope. Come on. Yep. We want all of y'all. Yeah.
AJ Martinez, 7 to 14 days to heal from concussions. He might have checked WebMD.
For regular people, sure. Not people that are going to be going out there and hitting their head every play or multiple plays again. It's a little different.
Fish momentum. Yeah. I'm at work. Glad to see y'all. # beat Miami.
Hey, let's get it, man. Got to do that.
Good to hear from Fish momentum.
No, absolutely. And I'm glad to hear that he's back working too, man. He holding it down, bro. Salute him. Miss official momentum, man.
Yeah, Hunter Gaming. Plan on going to a game next year. When is a good time to visit Pittsburgh for a game? I like it as the season goes on. I'm not even going to front. I like when it gets colder.
November, December.
That's when football season really kicks in here.
A 4 o'clock or 8 o'clock in November and December. That's the one you got to be at when it get dark out there.
Primetime game, 4 o'clock game.
I love a 4 o'clock.
Little snow, 30, 40 degrees. Maybe it's drizzling rain a little bit too. Sleet.
You need one of them.
Hail.
It's like the full experience. You need one. Like September is cool, but you need one of them. Yeah.
Well, we're all caught up in the chats.
I like it then, man. I like it. And we are right on schedule. So, with that being said, we take a sip, then we'll pay this bill, and we'll get to this first topic, and we'll hit T at 5:30.
Works for me.
When is he going to ask you if you lost this week?
If I lost?
Yeah, you know, you can't. First thing he want to do is talk about Pitt losing all the time.
Well, here's the thing. I think he's going to know. He keeps tabs on a ton of college teams. Yeah. He's very in the know about college football. Very much. Apparently. So I think he's going to know that Pitt was on a bye.
Very much. We're gonna
I would be surprised, actually.
We're going to find out. Because sometimes he's blinded by the hate. He's blinded by the hatred that he has towards your university, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anywho, today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the leaders in below the waistline grooming. And shout out to them and their Lawnmower 4.0 that does an amazing job at keeping us feeling nice and groovy, baby. Keeping that hair short. You got to keep the grass low so the tree will continue to show. And when we're talking about the Lawnmower 4.0 specifically, though, man, the cool light feature that it has, be able to turn it on and off. Doesn't matter if it's a lot of light in your shower or not a lot of light where you're shaving yourself at. Either way, you'll have that there for you. Also, it is waterproof, so you can use it in the shower or not. But either way, it is a cool and awesome situation that they have with that Lawnmower 4.0. But as we always do, if we're going to talk about it, we got to be about it. And the only way to be about it is by having a promo code. And that promo code is Moats. You use that, you get to 20% off along with free shipping worldwide at Manscaped.com. So let's make sure your dangly twins are not scary since Halloween is coming up. Shave it. Keep it looking nice and tight, all right? Manscaped, Manscaped, Manscaped. All right, now we back, baby. Now we back. So what we like and what we don't like about these here Miamis of Dolphins. Dolphins from Miami. We're going to Miami. Welcome to this time when the players on all night, all night. You heard that before, right?
Yeah, Will Smith.
Oh, God. Okay, I was nervous. I was like, yo, please tell me you've heard this song, Deke. All right.
What's the stadium ratio going to be in terms of fans?
A whole lot of Steelers.
I feel like it's going to be like 50-50.
Yeah, it will be.
I don't think it's going to be a complete takeover. I think Miami fans are a little bit more loyal than AZ and some of those West Coast
especially
teams.
Now, because they actually feel like they got something that they're rooting for. They kind of got a little buzz, you know?
Yeah, even off this 0-3 streak they're on right now.
But it's context with it, man. They ain't had their quarterback.
I know.
They getting they guy back.
They have some buzz down there, though.
Yeah.
Whereas it's been kind of lackluster for the last however many years.
Hey, son, y'all wilding in this chat, B. Hey, son, you are wilding.
What's so funny?
That one right there that you screenshotting, bruh. Like, yo, you gotta chill, fam. What? I've been watching the documentary, so I was like,
Does that freak you out?
Yeah, that's what he be saying, bro. You want to take some? Hey, chill, killer. Easy, big fella. Easy. Yeah, all right. But anywho, I'm back to focusing on what you focusing on. But yeah, man, dude. Hey, easy. Jeff. Okay. Hey, Jeff.
How you want to start?
Let's start like how we always start, man. On the good side today. What are 3 things that we like about this here Miami Dolphins team? Let us know in the chat as well, man. 3 things that you like about this Dolphins team. Only 3 things and only likes. All right, we'll get to the don't likes in a little bit. All right. So, you start first, man.
Okay.
I like when you start first too, bro. I just wanted to throw it out there. It gives me like that comforting feeling.
We start off with the receivers. Really, their main 2, because after Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, it kind of drops off a little bit. Even though they got Cedric Wilson over from the Cowboys, hasn't really been doing too much. But their top 2 receivers are Tyreek Hill, we would consider top 5. Jalen Waddle's probably getting into that top 15 stratosphere already. 700.
Well, both of them dudes are top 5 in the league right now. Tyreek
just in terms of stats,
in terms of receiving yards, Tyreek lead the leagues with like 700 something.
Yep, 701, 2 touchdowns,
like 580 or something like that. Yeah.
Yep, Waddle's at 533 and 3 touchdowns. Yeah. And the thing that they bring to the table, and what's unique about this little duo, is the explosive plays and how they could take the top off the defense. And the thing we weren't expecting the Dolphins to be able to do, even though they do have these speedsters, is to do that. And Tua has been able to whenever he's been in the game, at least. Now, I feel like it's a little bit more fluky than sustainable, at least when Tua started those first 3 or 4 games. But it has given them or led to some of their success thus far. So I'm going to say they're 2 receivers, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, I would agree. That's the ones I started with as well, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, because it's not just Tua that they are explosive like that with. You watch Teddy Bridgewater in this last game, man, when he was out there, even he's able to get explosive plays out of Tyreek. Tyreek ended up with, 130, 150, something like that this past game with the combination of, Skylar Thompson and Teddy Bridgewater, man, a.k.a. Teddy Two Gloves. But that's what both of those guys are able to do, and they do a good job in terms of how they utilize them dudes, man. Just scheming them open, man, making sure that regardless of which quarterback is going to be out there, they're going to organically create shot plays for them. And the way that they set it up off of like some of the play action, it messes with your keys. It's like as a defender, I'm like, man, I know I should sit back here, but everything makes me have to acknowledge this and respect this, because if I don't and you actually do hand it off, then we're giving up runs because you actually do got some good running backs
or even
as well,
some
man.
Short passes, because they'll force feed them too.
They absolutely will, man. They absolutely will. But
which is smart. They're really good.
Yeah, both they're really good, and they're rewarding them. You know, in terms of Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, when they get targets, man, even when it is force fed, they take a 3-yard pass and turn it into a 17-yard pickup, and you're like, bro, how did that happen? Like, that's not supposed to be happening, but both of those dudes give you that type of dynamic, man. They make their offense really explosive when everything tells you when you're watching it that this is not an explosive offense.
My second one, their tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now, this one goes back to, the Patriots. I remember we talked about their tight ends. I like their combination of Jonnu Smith and also Hunter Henry. But the thing about the Patriots, and I also feel the same way about Miami, is they're not utilizing Mike Gesicki in this new Mike McDaniel offense.
That's because Gesicki can't gritty. You seen how horrible his man, bro? What?
He gave a good attempt.
I ain't know who him and Adam Thielen. I'm like, bro, both of y'all need to go just retire y'all gritties. Y'all doing them back to back too. I'm like, yo, and you got Justin Jefferson in the whole stadium too. I'm like, yo, y'all see the difference? It's night and day. Like, geez, man, look, you can gritty better than that, right?
I've never attempted.
I'm sure we look better than that, though. I just believe in you, Deke.
Thanks.
Because you Deke, bro. Oof.
I got some swag.
Yeah. Maybe it's because you went to Penn State. That's probably why.
Maybe.
Yeah, Penn State, dude.
Well, what's funny...
No surprise.
What's funny, though, is Gesicki's being floated around in some trade rumors, too.
And
you know what I was thinking. Now, I love Zach Gentry, but wouldn't it be nice? Gesicki-Freiermuth combo?
You think you're going to... What you giving up to get him?
We're not, because his contract's like $10 million or something, too. It's not going to work.
What? He's nice.
No, he's being talked about in trade rumors. That's all I'm saying, because he's not being utilized.
Nice, bro. He's nice. Bro, it'd be like, I don't think they would do that on top of, because I'm thinking to myself, like, the Pat Freiermuth dynamic. Pat is trying to surpass where Matt's at right now.
I know.
Yeah, so it's like, and they went to the same school. That'd be
I'm just
crazy.
saying. I'm just saying. That'd be kind of nice.
It would be.
It could be our version of the Patriots having, like, Gronk and Hernandez.
On Phil, I like that a lot.
Gesicki and Freiermuth.
Yeah, I would like that a lot.
It's not happening, but it just got me thinking.
Like, our offense would be so just, we don't know what we want to do. We want to feature these tight ends today.
Yeah, we got so many stud receivers,
we got so much going on. Like,
we got Najee and Jalen Warren.
No, we playing everything out of empty because I'm going to need all 3 of my receivers on the field and my 2 tight ends. So, yeah, it ain't looking good for my running game right now.
Yeah, this year for him, he only has 170 yards.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns.
In terms of the targets, is down.
But, yeah, I just think he's overall a really good player. I don't know if they're going to try to utilize him more because outside of Hill and Waddle, you got to start getting a third guy involved. Yeah. You're going to have to. So, yeah, they're tight end, even though he's not being utilized as much.
Fair enough. For me, I got to talk about the homie Xavier Howard. Love me a man-to-man corner. I love me a corner that can create turnovers. And Xavier's been one of those dudes that's been doing this for a while now, doing it at an extremely high level. And, you know, he still does it. And the thing that I like about him, too, is kind of in that sense of, like, when you hear Coach Simon talk about the gunfighters, man, you know, sometimes you're going to get shot, but sometimes you're going to shoot people as well, man. In terms of that cowboy, you know, moniker and that thought process. And when I watch Xavier, I'm just looking at him like, yo, he that bad dude out there just facing everybody one-on-one. Doesn't matter who they are. He's going at them. And yeah, some of these dudes have had success on him, man.
Particularly this year.
Yeah. And this is due for him. This is new in terms of seeing this level of guys have success. But he's still one of them dudes, man, that gets it done at a high level, man. So, I had to shout him out, man, because I'm a big fan of his game.
Okay, my third one. I'm going to go with McDaniel.
Okay.
I think he's a funny guy. I think
he's very funny. He kind of reminds me of you, bro.
He has glasses.
It's like the glasses he has like that. Like, is he being serious or is he not?
Sure.
Like, kind of how you are at times. It's like, I think he's being funny. I think he's joking right here. Or maybe he's not. I kind of like this guy.
I think he's got a good personality. Obviously, he reinvigorated something down there in Miami where there's a buzz. They started off 3-0 and everything. Tua gets hurt, so that hasn't helped them over the last 3 games. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about putting Tua on the likes, but I decided to go with McDaniel because I don't know if I believe in Tua that much. So I'm going to side with McDaniel pulling this out of Tua despite everyone else in the offseason thinking that it couldn't be done. Because we're seeing Tua take some of these deep shots. He's got an 80 QBR, 258 yards per game, 8 touchdowns, 3 picks, a 109 rating. And he just looked different in those first 3 games than he did all of last year, just any time we've seen Tua out there. All we talked about was Tua looking limited. Now, do you still feel like Tua could be limited? I still feel that way. I feel like the dam's going to break at some point. Yeah. But from what we've seen so far, Mike McDaniel's got Tua right. He's got him in a good place where a lot of people didn't think it'd be possible. So that's why I got McDaniel up there.
No, I like that, man. For me, I have their commitment to the running game. When you watch them, man, they want to take shots, but everything is predicated off of running the ball. They run a lot of play-action pass, whether it's under center, whether it's in the gun. Whenever they want to stretch the field, whenever they want to do anything passing operated, a lot of it is going to be based off of the run or run action. So when I look at that and I look at the guys that they have, Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, man, both of them dudes are explosive. Both of those dudes help out in terms of being able to run the ball, but also being able to be explosive receivers also, man. But when you talk about how this Dolphins offense is ran, yes, Tyreek and Waddle get the praise because they're having the big numbers. But to me, man, when I look at those 2 running backs and more importantly, just the intentions or the intentional, we're going to stick with this, we're going to keep them involved and keep these defenses honest. To me, I like that a lot because as a defender, it makes it a lot harder to defend some of that stuff. Kind of what I was alluding to when I'm talking about these receivers. It's like, man, when they keep handing that ball off, it's like, yo, I don't want to respect it, but I have to. And when you're doing that, as soon as you step up, these guys are getting right behind the depth of the linebackers and shallow of the safeties. It's perfect in terms of how they run it, in terms of the bond that they put some of these defenders in. And when you have a receiver like Tyreek, you know you're not going to want to do a ton of man-to-man. So when you're thinking big picture, it makes perfect sense. If I know I'm getting cover 3, if I know I'm getting zone coverage, I'm run faking every single time to get those linebackers that walk down safety to step up, and I'm hitting that spot right shallow of that safety every single time. And they do it like back to back, back to back, back to back. So definitely have to shout out their commitment to the running game as the third like for me.
We want to read these off in the chat then?
Yeah, man. Let's see what the folks are saying.
All right, I got to scroll up a little bit here. Okay, I got a couple. Dawson Frazier says the wide receiver duo, Wilkins and Xavier Howard.
Yo, Christian Wilkins is nice too, bro. Like, the more I watch him, I'm like, yo, he's super athletic interior part of that D-line.
Jesse Miller, Tyreek, 2 coaching,
okay.
and 3 Dan Marino.
Shout out to Dan.
Jesse Miller must be a pit guy.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, I hope it's a pit guy.
Shawty Bill says number 8. 8 is a problem. Howard is a dog.
Talking about Ingram?
I don't know who 8 is.
I think he's talking about Ingram.
Hold on. Let me pull up.
Is he? I think he's number 8 down there, right?
He's not. It's because Ingram's 6 down there for sure.
You're right. He said he was 8 then.
Wow. I mean,
because Phillips is 15. The other pass rusher.
I'm trying to. Maybe he means Ingram. But Ingram's kind of falling off a little bit.
Yeah, Ingram, man, even when he win, it ain't like how he normally win. He looked heavy to me.
Javon Holland.
Oh.
I thought he was number 9 for some reason.
I did not think he was 8 either. Good call.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Javon Holland's really good.
Yeah, because I was like, bro, Ingram, like, he got numbers, but he ain't doing it like that. Yeah.
Jesse Miller. Oh, no. I already read this. We got Country Malik, 48. Tyreek Hill. Waddle. X-Man. Their corner.
Oh, all right. I got one right here. Trey Mason Jr. He says Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, and the uniforms. Yeah, the uniforms is kind of dope. I like the uniforms.
I saw someone post this on Twitter somewhere, but it would be really cool if we were able to go back to our block jersey numbers for this one. Maybe even pull out the gray face mask and the Dolphins ran with their throwbacks as well.
I like it.
And it could go either way. It could go the Steelers rocking the black ones with the white block numbers, or you could go white with the black, and Dolphins could go either white or they go with the teal.
Have we done block numbers with the white jersey yet?
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
That'd be hard.
That would be.
Let's see what else. Javi Berg, Tyreek, Howard, and Armstead.
Here we go. A man that's willing to be truthful. Hannibal 090. The weather. Shout out. Tyreek. Shout out. And he went with Waddle.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are on the same accord then.
Yeah. I like it. All right. Well, then let's flip the script one time then. Ployo. Oh, and shout out to Stephen Brooks. He said smash the like button. Absolutely. I would repeat the rest of it. You know, I can't finish that like that. But yeah, man, on top of, or on behalf of Stephen Brooks, make sure y'all hit that like button, baby. Shout out.
You want me to start?
Of course. In the chat, drop the 3 things that you do not like after you do like this vid. Greatly appreciate you.
Okay. First one.
What you don't like?
Vibes around the team right now.
Ooh.
Bad continuity at quarterback with Tua getting hurt.
Uh-huh.
And then they bring in the Skylar Thompson dude. They got Teddy Bridgewater. So they've had 3 different quarterbacks start over the last, 3 or 4 games.
This is accurate.
And this is coming off of them starting 3-0, having some momentum. Now they're 0-3. And then just the vibes around the Tua concussion stuff because, that's going to be a topic of conversation.
Well, because you can't trust
And it has been. It has been a topic, but it's going to continue to be a topic for who knows how long.
How you want to it should be. We should keep talking about it because they tried to tell us it was a back injury. Y'all lied to us. You liars.
It's just bad vibes right now. They had good vibes for the first 3 games. These
really
last 3 are bad vibes.
It's bad.
So
it's like a cloud one of the hanging over their head.
Dislikes that I got
and
for
rightfully them. Rightfully so. Yeah. All right. Well, my first deal is this offensive line? Yeah. Not the biggest fan of their situation up there, man. In fact, I'm very excited about certain situations that they have going on that offensive line. But yeah, that's where I start, man. I think that you can get after them up front, man. Whether you're talking games or one-on-ones. I think this is one of those groups that we should feel very confident about in terms of our guys up front, man. So got to start with that, man.
Ooh, this one's a big one for me.
That's what she said, too.
Defense as a whole. You got Howard getting torched this year. They don't really have much pressure. They don't have one guy that's really cooking like we have, at least Highsmith, or if TJ Watt was healthy,
Phillips
we could rely
is
on
straight, but he doesn't win a ton of one-on-ones, but I like his game, though.
But just overall, they're like one of the last teams in pressures, quarterback knockdowns, sacks. They can't get to the quarterback. They don't turn the ball over either. You look at the turn. I think they only have like 1 or 2 for the season.
Yeah.
I feel like they're weak on the interior. Their middle linebackers aren't that amazing. And just overall, their defense is, I think, a bottom.
Roberts, you ain't feeling.
No, they're bottom. They're like a bottom 5 or 6 defense across the board in terms of like yards given up, touchdowns given up, and then their red zone defense is in like the bottom 3 as well.
Yeah.
So I just think their defense as a whole. Now it's gonna sound like I'm completely trashing them. It's weird because I still respect the talent that they have. You bring up Xavier Howard. All right, maybe he's just having an off year, but he's still someone you're always going to take into account for. Dude brought up Javon Holland. They also have Jalen Phillips. Melvin Ingram, he's a talent, even though he's tailed off a little bit from his hot start. Wilkins. Yeah, they have a bunch of like talented dudes. They're just not playing good as a unit this year.
Very true. Very true. For me, I say quarterback.
Whoa, you went there.
Because it does not matter who you put out there, quarterback. I do not like any of them. Okay? Teddy Two Gloves, that's my dude. Big Teddy Two Gloves fan. Would not want Teddy Two Gloves as my quarterback, though. Okay? Tua. At times he's looked good. At times it's looked very, very fluky. I still think he's very fluky. And he's coming off of 2 very traumatic experiences, and just as a player who's been through some injuries.
Sunday Night Football too.
Yeah,
a lot of bright lights,
man. You a fool, but very.
I
true,
wasn't
though.
even trying to make that joke, but there's
going
to be a lot of attention on him.
No, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. But what I was referring to though, in just the sense of when you go through some of that trauma, man, some of these injuries, especially some of the violent ones, it does have a residual effect. It does, especially early on. You're thinking about it. No matter what we say publicly, we think about it when we're on that field. Up until you kind of build up that cachet again of, all right, I'm good again. All right, this is going to hold up. This injury is no longer an injury anymore. So for Tua, man, you got to think the last time he was on the field, he went through one of the most traumatic experiences as a player that you can go through. We say getting knocked out completely sleep like that is traumatic. And then the other side is kind of what my man Shazier went through when you're just laid out and it's like, yo, he can't move. You know, those are very traumatic. And at times, man, when dudes get back out there, they do see ghosts. They are a little bit more cognizant, a little bit more cautious.
That's what a lot of people thought was going on with Mason Rudolph after that Earl Thomas hit the Ravens game.
Seriously, it changes you, man. It makes you a little skittish at times, man, and rightfully so. This is very traumatic. So with that being the same vein and knowing that, you know, what he went through in that short span of time, yeah, I do feel like that's going to have an effect on him, excuse me. And that's before we even get to me just thinking that he's not an elite guy in terms of being an elite quarterback. I don't think he's that just yet. I think that he could tap into it potentially, but right now I haven't seen it consistently enough. So, yeah, I got to go quarterback, man, because that's the guy that they're hoping is going to, you know, get him off of the skid and save the day.
I couldn't go there because I didn't include Tua technically in my likes, and I didn't have him in my dislikes just because I'm with you. I'm with you because I don't believe it. Trust me, I don't believe it.
I don't wish bad on him. I hope the dude never has another concussion a day in his life, and I hope that he goes on to have a great career after this week. Though. I'm just specifically talking about Tua, the football player,
and how that could have an effect on his play too, as well.
What it does a lot of times have effects because I've been through these injuries. I've communicated with my teammates who've been through these injuries, even opponents that've been through type of injuries like that, and it's like, no, bro, it does. You think about it, and I could think, man, just in the simple fact when I dislocated my elbow, bro. When I came out there that next week, it was one thing to practice. Because in practice, I knew nobody going to hit that elbow. Wasn't nobody going to touch that thing. It was braced up. I felt good, Deke. Man, I ran on that first play. I'm out there. I'm like, oh, my God. Please don't touch this arm. And you do that for, you know, a whole game. Just think, it's a good. All right, let me protect it. So, yeah, man. But like I said, it's not a shot to it in terms of his health. It's just the player. Because he's going to play, right? If he wasn't playing, we wouldn't be talking about him. But we're talking about him as a player.
Yeah. I couldn't go all the way there of giving him too much credit to be the main topic of my likes. So I had to skirt around it, make it Mike McDaniel. And then the dislike, man. I didn't want him to make him my main topic for dislike either, just because I'll respect how he played these first 3 or 4 games. I don't believe it going forward, though. I really don't. I'm with you.
Show me, bro.
That's why I wanted to talk about continuity and Tua being out. That's what I dislike about the team, the
4 games, 3 games, that sound good.
I'm with you. Dude, listen, I'm with you. I'm just going to give him respect because he fought like a warrior in those first 3 games. No, I thought a lot of it was fluky because their drives would stall out and he'd get like a 4th and 7 and throw an absolute dart and like double coverage.
Like a 4th and 17. It'd be like a 4th and 12. You're like, bro, what is this? It tips off of somebody's shoulder. Oh, completion, 30 yards. You're like, what? Yes.
Like, it's cool. He did some good stuff, but I just don't know if his play is sustainable.
Yeah.
All right. I did my 2. I said vibes and defense. And then I just got a smorgasbord for this last one. Penalties, they're one of the most penalized teams in the league.
This is definitely true.
You talk about the run game. They do stay committed to it, but I don't think they have that good of a run game. 137 yards was their only game in the triple digits. Everything else, 65 yards, 86 yards, 41 yards, 85 yards, 73 yards, which I think plays greatly into our hand.
Oh, 100%.
I don't like their depth. I hinted to this in the likes. I don't like their depth at receiver outside of Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. They don't really have a third guy. Should be Mike Gesicki, but they don't utilize him that much. And then I don't know if this is going to change with Tua coming in because they weren't turning the ball over with him as much, but there's been a lot of turnovers with their team recently. Yeah. Their turnover percentage because, as I said, they can't turn the ball over on defense, or at least they haven't been, and they've been turning it over with this Teddy Bridgewater, Skylar Thompson experiment too. I don't know if it's going to change with Tua or not, but I like our chances with Flores and then Tomlin being a Sunday night game.
Yeah, and us getting healthy on the back end as well.
True.
I'm about to say something. Definitely excited about that.
So there's just a lot of there's a lot of things I don't really like about this Miami thing. To be honest with you.
And looking at some of the comments in the chat, man, it's gonna be some funny stuff that we don't like. They don't like as well. The third thing though that I do not like about this Dolphins team is their pass defense communication. When you watch them, they play a ton of man. Talk about Xavier Howard, but because they play so much man, teams will cross and route and bunch concept them to death. And their communication is very hodgepodge. Sometimes they're playing and they're all on the same page, and it looks great. Other times they're running into each other 5-6 yards downfield. You're like, bro, what is happening here? But it's a lack of everybody being on the same page. Corners, safeties included, nickel, like all of them. At some point in time, they blow assignments, they miscommunicate, they pick each other off. So to me, when I see that, if I'm at Canada, I'm like, okay, we know we're going to get a ton of man-to-man. Let's have that already schemed up. The Minnesota Vikings did a great job of that last week. Kirk Cousins, Captain Kirk, he was out that thing slinging it. I don't know if you're saying he was slinging that thing.
He only had like 170 yards.
Nah, it was true. It was more so the receivers doing what they need to do afterwards. But in all seriousness, though, in terms of like their ability to pick up yards, their ability to get guys open, it did stem a lot from that right there. The reason they had to throw it too much, though, Dalvin Cook was able to do what he wanted to do, too. But, yeah, pass defense communication is, the big thing for me, man, in terms of what I don't like about them.
Okay, we'll read the chat here.
Let's see what they got going on. All right. I got a couple up here. You want to start? Where you want to start at, man?
You could go.
I'm going to start with a couple of these, and I'm going to let you pass it off to you. I got a weirdo. He says he doesn't like ping pong tables. He doesn't like their team owner or their offensive line. Jesse Miller. He doesn't like the concussion messing up the whole NFL QB situation. He doesn't like Ray Finkel, laces out, I'm with you. And he also doesn't like the offensive line. Now, you don't know who Ray Finkel is. That was from a movie called Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Yeah, never got around to that one.
With Jim Carrey.
No.
It was like one of the most iconic laces out, Dan.
Yeah, never got around to it. I know Marino was in it.
Your flashlight's poking me? Some man. Oh my gosh, Deke, I'm gonna pray for you one day, bro. We need to just have a session. That's what we need, bro. I'll bring the party favors. We just need to just have a session. Just have a session, man. I'm gonna get you right. Like how they say in the movie Friday, because you never seen Friday, so you ain't gonna get it. But it's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't gotta go to work. Get you right today, bro.
Yeah,
no. I'm gonna have to get you right, bro. We just gonna have to just spend a whole little, just a day. Just need a day. Get you right.
Rod Dallas. 1, offensive line. 2, inconsistency at QB. 3, outside linebacker.
I like that.
Yeah, offensive line for sure.
Facts.
I didn't even include it in mine, but no, you're right. Defenses that they've been going up against. Yeah. You're definitely able to get pressure on them. Keoki Simmons. Tua. Number 2, ping pong tournament.
See, so I wasn't the last one, man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
3, O-line.
Hey, bro, so what's this ping pong thing, though? I feel like I'm missing something. The second person said
I think ping pong. I am, too.
Yeah, I am not getting it, bro. That's the second person that said ping pong.
I need to look it up.
Definitely feel like I'm missing on something, bro.
Might need to look it up.
Yeah.
I thought it had something to do with the Steelers, maybe. Us taking away the ping pong tables from the Bills game, but
right, I get that. We did that, yes, but
that's not something to dislike about the
Dolphins. Yeah,
all right, let me look it up.
Unless they got ping pong tables back. Yeah. Say shit.
Ping pong, Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, like what's going on with the ping pong, bro?
Well, maybe check the chat because maybe someone will.
I'm checking. Maybe they took their ping pong tables away.
Okay, here it is. Tyreek Hill says Dolphins removed damaged ping pong table from locker room to replace it with a new one.
Oh, I see.
Dolphins players will still play ping pong and hold tournament, despite comments by head coach Mike McDaniel. Wait, this could be pretty interesting here.
What?
Maybe McDaniel said we got to take away the ping pong table, and the players said nah.
This is funny.
Wait, I gotta read that.
Hey, say.
All right, this is McDaniel. Tyreek and the captains decided that they wanted to take a step forward with all their opponent prep with regard to the team and their preparation with our game plans in general. And then, this is the context. McDaniel said when discussing the removal of the ping pong table, that to me is leadership. To me, leadership is acting, not talking. There's a bunch of different examples from those guys, and that's why they're captains. That's why I rely on them, because it's about solving problems, not complaining about them. Okay, so the players took away the tables.
Tyreek took them. That's what the chat's saying as well, man. I see your Micah Hemp weirdo.
But they said they're still going to have the tournament.
Yeah. Trina, I see you in the building. Yeah, maybe they're going to have the tournament postseason, I guess.
Yeah, maybe have the tournament after they rattle off a couple wins or something
funny,
in a row.
Bro, that is funny. I was like, what's going on with this ping pong stuff? All right. That's context, though. There we go. We learned. So we're not the only ones getting our ping pong table took. Fair enough.
I guess not.
And shout out to him as a player taking his own ping pong table. We would never done it to ourselves. That's like saying, hey, teacher, I just want to let you know I cheated on this test. I just want to turn myself in. We would never done that.
But I guess they're still waiting for the new one
to come in.
And yeah, the tournament will go on at some point.
Yeah.
From what it looks like.
So did he take it out because he wanted to be a leader? Or did he take it out because they were broke? Because it sounds like two different reasons why they took these ping pong tables out. Partly sounds like because they were broke and we're waiting on new ones to replace them. The other is like, I want to be a leader. We're not focused. Let's take them out.
I'm happy this is a story.
I am too.
I'm happy this is a story.
Yeah.
It's a really stupid story.
Yeah.
And if you're talking about ping pong tables heading into a Sunday night football game.
Well,
this is from 5 days ago, so this might have been
it.
before last week's game, but still.
I was about to say, count it back 5
If that's what you're focused on, we're focused on winning here. We're not focused on ping pong tables and stuff.
But it might have worked out for Tyreek that game because he did go off.
He did.
He did go off. Maybe he don't need any more. In fact, Tyreek, I'll send you a ping pong table this week if that's going to make you not play the way you played against the Vikings. You know. Yeah.
Christian Manzi, their O-line. Flores revenge game.
Ooh.
Tua going to come back scared. Already said he's going to avoid big hits.
Yeah, we got the Flores revenge game. We got the Ingram revenge game. I like this. The duality, baby. It's going to be fun.
Minka.
That's a good one. Oh, we do got the Minka revenge. Who else do we got? Anyone on their side?
We just picked up that O-lineman.
Yeah, but I can't.
Jesse Davis.
Right, but he ain't about to see that, is he?
No.
No, I hope not. Yeah. And they don't have any of our guys down there outside of Melvin.
I think it is just Ingram.
So just Ingram. So we 2-on-1 then. All right, or 3-on-1 in this case. So yeah, we like that. We want all that smoke. Then what's up?
And let me see if I got another one or two here. Okay.
I want to say, man, we're doing a phenomenal job. It's like 3 minutes before 30, bro. So we're straight.
Okay. But we got another one here. K. Goated. Organization is shady. 2. QB consistency. 3. Inability to get to the quarterback. Yeah, those are all good ones.
Nah, facts. Now, they did a better job versus Minnesota, but as a whole, man, yeah, they don't generate a ton of that, man. Mitchell
Mania. Dolphins owners are tankers. Dolphins owners tampered with Tom Brady. Dolphins never live up to the hype.
Dang. A Dolphin just get a shot like that? That's messed up. I kind of like Dolphins. Not like
he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Dolphins don't live up to the hype?
No, I think, what do they have, like 2 playoff appearances since Marino?
Like the team, the Dolphins. I was just thinking like a dolphin, like swim with dolphins.
No,
like,
aren't dolphins one of like the smartest creatures in the world?
Yeah, and they like super cool. They big, low key,
very friendly.
Bro. They kind of scary when you see them in person.
No, but the team, I think he's right. They always draft high. They get some talented players. They can never put it together, though.
Yeah. But say all the other stuff, though, in terms of them, trying to get Brady unofficially and all that other stuff.
I don't blame them for trying to get Brady.
They just using their resources, man. They just let them use their resources. They are leaving no stone unturned. Okay.
The tanking thing, I don't mess with. I don't like that. That was messed up. But them trying to get Brady, I don't know if I actually blame them.
I want to say I'm not faulting them for that. If there is a loophole where it's like technically he's his own agent, technically you can talk to him. Hey man, we need to go ahead and have a conversation. Okay. So yeah, I don't fault them for that.
Remix says 1, how they tank. 2, how they handled Tua. It's definitely, I don't know if he's talking about the concussions this year, but I feel like they handled Tua.
Even last year was bad how they handled him.
Yeah, I think they handled him better, though, going into this year, whenever McDaniel basically said, like, yeah, he's our guy. Obviously, you have Tyreek Hill, too.
But it was also because
pumping him up in the offseason saying he throws the most accurate ball I've ever seen.
But
like,
come on, let's also not forget that the organization did choose Tua over Flores as well, because remember, that was a part of the disconnect in terms of the reports being that Flores wanted Watson versus Tua, and obviously them wanting to, live with Tua and go forward with him. So,
and Remix also says for his third one, how they treated my boy Flores.
Yeah, absolutely, man. About to say, man, don't be playing with B Flores like that, man. Y'all know what time he on, man. We like Brian Flores over here, man. Heck yeah, I was hitting up the home and make sure he good.
Yeah. I'll try to see if we got 1 or 2 more here, but I know
we got.
We're all on the same page.
Yeah,
I don't even think it can be limited to 3. As I told you, I probably went to like 5 or 6. O-line, defense has been shoddy. You talk about their communication, quarterback inconsistency, not much depth outside of Hill and Waddle.
This team outside of Tyreek.
Running game hasn't been there.
Deke, we can simplify it. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle make this team scarier. Okay? If those two dudes weren't as productive as they were for this team is not a team that we'll be looking at in this kind of like weird vibe. Those two dudes are really what changes a lot when you're watching this team. Because you feel as if, okay, we have to score because they can, at any point in time, happen right now. But they go through so, like, many just dead periods of the football game where you're just like, bro, this is, like, kind of boring to watch.
Right.
It's boring. It's bad football. And then, boom, they'll hit a play. And you're like, how did that happen? That's this team, bro. Like, that... Some teams you have those type of players where it's like, yo, we could do everything wrong, but they're just that good.
Yep.
That's what they have. Very different, kind of like when we talk about our context, is like, yo, we don't want to do, the bad stuff. We can't keep shooting ourselves in the foot. They do that, and they do it very consistently as well. But they got Tyreek and Jalen Waddle that bailed them out of a lot of stuff, man.
Haven't been able to pull it off these last 3 games. And that's one of the things, too. I don't want to overlook this team because they did rattle off 3 wins and against pretty good teams early in the season.
But remember when we talked about the context even in those games? That's the other part. Like, the context matters. You talk about that Bills game. That context matters.
Patriots shot themselves in the foot a ton.
The context.
Ravens got up big.
Baltimore was up big, bro.
Yeah.
That context matters. And that's when I'm watching this, I'm like, yo, this is not a team that's like that to me, bro. But either way, we're not gonna poo-poo them tonight. We all gonna hop on the phone though, cause the homie said he is ready. You're ready. We ready. Let's see what he got going on.
I think he's gonna start off with JMU actually.
Oh, that's dope. I hope so. I'm about to say, cause I gotta definitely talk about them for a little bit. You know that. Oh yeah. Let's call him up. All right. Good.
Oh yeah. We're good.
All right. Well, let's heat him then. Oh, a little kind of loud.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello?
It's kind of loud on my
my dog.
Well, hello there, my friend. How we living on your end?
My brother, I'm over here. I'm living good. I'm feeling good. Talk to me.
Hey,
good?
First off, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time it is, man. I got my lockup mate. I'm selfish. She's my lockup mate. You know what I'm saying? Steelers alumni, West Virginia Mountaineers. Shout out to them country roads alumni as well.
Take me home.
Come on, man. And the current coach down at Florida Memorial University. Without further ado, Terence Garvin. What up, T? G, how we living on your end, baby?
Hello. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's all love, man. It's all
love. Let's do it. I'm talking to you.
I hear him in the background, man. Sometimes it be like that. You a coach of the people, man. I like that right there.
I'm a man of the people, not above or equal.
There it is.
Let's do it.
So first off, we got to start off with, man, we had a quarterback situation go on. Kenny Pickett get hurt. Mitch Trubisky comes in. How did you feel about young Mitch, man, when he got out there and did what he did, man?
I'll be real with you. You know how I feel. You know, I was never with the switch.
Ooh.
You know, I was never with the switch. I'll be real with you.
No, talk about it.
Real with you. I feel like Trubisky came and won that game for boys.
Facts.
You know, I feel like Trubisky. I still stand on it. I think Trubisky is the better quarterback at this current moment.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's the better total quarterback.
Right.
But I feel like in this total moment, I think he's the better quarterback. I think right now for the situation, I think he can lead the troops. I think Pickett is the man of the future. Mm-hmm. But I think right now, right this second, we need to ride with what we got.
Now, with that being the case, then no, I'm with you on that. But with that being the case, because obviously we heard Coach Tomlin already say, "Hey, man, if Kenny is available and he's healthy, he practices, Kenny will be the guy." But if this was you running this situation right now, with how everything is played out, the switch had already happened. Kenny gets hurt. The way that it happened,
you're like an interim coach.
Yeah,
right now.
So say you're hopping into the situation on the fly.
You can never go back.
So regardless of how well Mitch played in that second half, you're saying you're not going back at any point in time. Okay.
You left your family for that woman per se. You can never go back.
Hey, yo. Why you gotta say it like that, man? It hit a little different when you start talking like that, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
let's talk
man.
real. I just try to translate for the people. You can never go back.
He said you left your family. You can't walk back to that family no more. That's over.
You remember when J. Cole was like, "Hey, what's good? Yeah, I'm never coming home." You can never go back. Okay. This is where we're at. Okay. It's never going back. This is the answer. We got to deal with it. Okay. And I think he can get it done. But I think for this current moment, this is all I stand on this. Yeah. For this current moment, I think Trubisky was the better option. No, but for the future, I think Kenny's the answer. But for this current moment, I think Trubisky was the better option.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense, though. I could definitely understand that. And speaking on Kenny, what'd you think of his performance in the first half, man?
I thought he was playing all right. I thought he was playing well. He just got hurt, you know? I thought he was playing well. They was attacking that. He made some bad decisions, but I thought he was playing well. You got to understand this is a rookie, you know? This is a rookie that's trying to find his way. I thought he was playing well. I thought he found some tough options. He was trying to find his way. At the end of the day, we're trying to find his way. I thought he was playing well. I thought Trubisky came in there and played real well. He got the win. To me, I thought he got the win, but I thought he was playing well. Okay. We can't be mad at him. I thought he was playing well. And I know my bros on the phone. We can't be mad at him. I thought he was playing well. I'll give him.
Dude, I think we agree. I think we agree on pretty much everything here. Because I don't think you.
And I didn't say nothing about a pick quarterback, nothing. I was talking about the Steelers quarterback. I thought he was playing well. I
said the same thing. I think Pickett played good. It's just unfortunate he got hurt. Well. But I gave Mitch my offensive MVP. I was very complimentary of Mitch. Mitch balled out. He had that dog in him.
Great.
Yeah.
He played awesome.
I thought Mitch won that game.
I'm with you, bro. I'm not. I think that's the only difference is, like, I wanted Pickett, and, well, you even said you're going to stick with Pickett now that the switch is
made. You can't switch. You made the switch.
Mitch balled out, man.
You can't switch.
Yeah.
In baseball, when you bring in a reliever, you can't bring in another reliever. That's your reliever.
Not facts. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you get what I mean. It's no switching back.
Yeah.
This is where we're at. But I wish the switch never happened.
Fair enough. I 100% get that context. I get what you're saying right there. Yeah, it is good to hear that even though it's not what you necessarily wanted, you can still support it. And I support it. And that's the thing. It's like I get that concept 100%, man. Absolutely. I also wanted to ask you though, man, when we're talking about this offense, obviously Claypool was able to put together a really solid performance, man, coming to a big time catch and stuff like that in the second half.
Touchdown.
Oh no, absolutely. First wide receiver touchdown this season, man. Got to respect that.
Right. Give it his credit.
Yeah. But obviously because he played so well, people started to ask, has he increased his trade value all of a sudden? Is he a guy that you move? So I need to know from you. Are you moving him? What's your thought process with this, man?
I'm moving him, and I'm trying to get something like a cornerback.
So not a draft pick.
If I can get a corner, I'll get a corner. If I can get a draft pick, I'll get a draft pick, and I'll pick.
You're moving him right. Hold on. Are you moving him in season, or you're talking about in the off season? I need.
I'm trying to move him as soon as possible.
No, bro, trade deadline November 1st. You trying to move him in 2 weeks? Are you telling me?
I think you played Madden before. I think he's on the trade block. I think if somebody sends the right, if somebody sends the right ticket over, I think you push go. I think he's on the trade block.
Wait, so you don't think he's going to keep this up? Is that what it is?
I just think he's available for trade. I think 14's over here. I think it's a lot of things that, at the end of the day, this is how the league works. I think you got a person that's a possession receiver, and he has the ability to do a deep ball.
Yeah.
I believe you have that in your offense with the receivers that you got.
Pickens, the deep ball guy. Deontay, your possession guy. Okay.
So I think you trade that, and you go get a corner, or you go get a position of value. Whether it's a draft pick or it's a corner, I think you trade that. And while it's hot, while the ticket's hot, it just caught a touchdown.
But I need to. Okay.
Good. I think you trade that ASAP.
Okay. Now that's fine. What are you getting from him though, in terms of the value of that pick?
I'm getting a corner.
No. Not the position you're gonna get.
If it was a draft pick.
If it's a draft pick, right? You said you're going either one, right?
I'm getting a second round or above.
Okay, it has to be a second. That's what I wanted to know. I'm like,
Or
because we
above.
talking third round. I'm not hearing third round.
I don't want a third. I
It's
don't want a
got to
third.
be second bare minimum.
If it's a third, I'm gonna throw him the ball more, and I'm gonna let him look good, and then I'm gonna get a second for it.
Come on, man. Hey, tell her go work out a little bit. Hey, eat this salad real quick, but don't trip. Eat this salad. All right.
If I can get a first for it, I'm taking it right now.
Wait, I think that's a different. Yeah, if it's a first round pick, I think that's different. But even with that though, how does that help you now though?
Right? Don't you want to see what these three receivers could look like in this offense going forward? If Claypool could keep this up.
No, we drafted a running back in the first round. We traded for that. That's where the offense is supposed to look like. We're going to hand the ball off. We're going to play action. We're going to throw the ball to 14. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'm trading that.
Okay. And if you are, okay, and you said if you could get a draft pick, it's second round or greater.
Second round or greater.
If it's a player that you're trading for, what caliber player are we looking for? Not position, but what caliber though? Is he has to be
a
clear-cut starter?
Or greater. I'm looking for a second. I'm looking for a starter. I'm giving you a starter. Give me a starter.
So, all right, J.C. Horn, Carolina Panthers. Second year in the league out of South Carolina?
He's a top 10 pick.
Push go like yesterday. Push go.
But I don't know if they're
doing. Hold on.
We'd have to give up something
Deke
probably
just
too.
said he was a top 10 pick, so it's going to be Claypool and a pick potentially.
We'd have to give him
that?
Not only am I pushing go, I'm pushing go. I'm ready to make that happen. Let's do it.
So you would add something then.
Okay. Now, is your corner...
If I could get that in a 7th round pick, I'm doing it.
All right, so my other thing is this, though. Are you looking for a corner solely because of the current state with the injuries? Or is it like, hey, man, you just don't think Akello and Levi and Cam Sutton are legit cornerback ones?
I think they're good players.
Right.
I think they're good players, but I think you got the value to be able to go get a guy.
Fair.
A guy.
And it's a difference. It is definitely a difference between a good player and a guy. Yeah, it's a difference.
It's different between a player and a guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm looking for a starter. I'm looking for a guy who can come in here and change the dynamics. I'm looking for a guy who can come in here and change the dynamic of the program. I'm looking for a guy who can come in here and make impact right now.
Yeah. Okay. I like this though. This is different. See, this is.
I'm in mode. I'm in mode.
You got mad about a Najee trade last week.
Hey, bro,
but you're ready to get Claypool's ass out of here.
Say, Claypool gotta go. All right. I like it. It's different, but I can understand his thought process. I can understand it. I don't agree with it, but I can understand it though. I'm like, I want to roll with this dude, man. I think, you tap into that and you build with this thing. You give Kenny as many weapons as he has. You know?
Build.
But I get the other side of it too, man.
I feel like let's go back. The summer off-season plan. Mm-hmm. We're gonna run the ball and we're gonna play defense.
Yes.
So I think any chance you have to solidify that defense, you do.
You go get him. But my question is are we making this solely based on the injuries that we've had? Because this defense that's been out there, that's not our week one defense. That's not our Pittsburgh Steelers defense. That's just some dudes wearing black and gold. You got a couple of dudes out there, but other than that, it's guys trying to figure it out. Our defense is different. Our defense, we don't have to be like, hey, man, we got to get this type of dude and that type of dude. When we got a TJ Watt and all our corners healthy, Minkah Fitzpatrick out there as well, I think it's a difference.
But the corner's never been solidified.
Yeah.
And I believe some corners played well this week. Like if you look at the tape.
Oh no, they did. It was more it's overachieving. I'm with you.
But they need a guy. They need a guy. I think Carolina's giving up a lot right now.
Bro, it's a fire sale. You know what time it is. I tell you, McCaffrey going to Buffalo, so as soon as he get up there, we ain't tripping. It's over.
I will go see what's my man name? The corner in Carolina. I will go see about that.
That's who we were talking
exactly what I'm talking about.
No, fair enough.
I will go ask if he's available.
I wouldn't mind trading a draft pick to get him.
Right, but when we're talking about trading an actual player.
Like, what if we did the whole Minkah thing where we just traded a first rounder and got J.C. Horn?
No, you can't trade a first rounder right now. You need that for the future. I would go ask about people like Patrick Peterson. I would go ask about people
I see what you mean. Okay. So
You
Pat
see what I
P
mean?
in
Like,
Minnesota's proven vet, but he's on the back end.
yeah, I would go get a guy
okay.
that's solid, but it's like I'm not
So
gonna
like,
pay my house
so like when
for
we
it,
did
but
a Joe Hayden thing, kind of like that,
yeah,
where it's like, yo, we knew at the
exactly.
time Joe was still dope, but Joe wasn't viewed as like the hottest corner on the market at that time.
Exactly.
But we knew he could come in and he was gonna be our best corner. Okay.
Exactly.
I like it. I just don't want to give up Claypool to do that. That's my issue.
Yeah, I'm
But I
fine with
think
giving
you
up a
have-
pick or something. And for Pat P, it wouldn't even have to be that big of a pick.
Right. I'm
It
like,
could
bro,
be like
give
a 5th-round pick or something.
Man, Pat, that's the home, but come on, Pat, he kind of old now.
I think you got to give something like that up for like a Claypool, and then you get a future second rounder. It's not bad.
Okay. I did not know we was going to go here with this conversation today.
Yeah,
But I like it. Shout out to you for being prepared for that one. I was not ready. I like it, though. Okay. Well, here we go. Miami Dolphins this week, man. What's the thought process with them, man? Tua coming back. Are you a believer?
I'm a believer. I'm gonna be real with you. I felt like
Oh, Lord.
I
TJ,
like
oh,
him.
Lord. You don't believe that,
I
man.
on Coach Tomlin last week.
Uh-huh.
I voted against him, and I forgot who he was.
Oh, you forgot him.
Oh, he's not talking about Tua. You're talking about the
You're talking
Steelers.
Steelers.
I'm
You believe in the
talking about-
Steelers.
It's not about what they do. It's about what we do.
Nameless gray faces talk about
Yeah,
it.
I
Okay.
forgot who Coach Tomlin was. He was gonna have them boys prepared.
Bro, you know he gonna have them running through them brick walls. You know what time it is, man. Don't
I
blink.
slept on him.
He cut his eyelids
slept
off.
on
I
him.
told you, my eyelids ain't back.
I admit
Nah.
that on the radio. I slept on him. I forgot who he was.
Facts.
He had them boys ready to go last week. He's
Oh,
not
God.
going to keep losing. He's not going to keep doing that.
What you think he gonna like it? You think he gonna just sit there and take it? Nah, him.
He took all the games out of the facility. He made them boys lock in. You know what time it was.
Absolutely.
Moats,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know.
It's toes on the line time. You know he ain't playing
His
around,
toes
man.
on the line.
He-
He out here on time.
Hey, bro, it started at 3 o'clock. If you're towing on the line at 3 o'clock, I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in 10 seconds. I'm tapping
Hey,
the
Moats.
pockets. You know what it
Moats,
is.
what time that 3 o'clock meeting
Bro,
start?
that thing, hey, show up at 3 o'clock you want to. Okay? Show up at 3 o'clock you want to. No, I can respect that, though. Yeah. So you back on?
I think they'll play well this week.
Yeah.
You know, I think all the Brian Flores drama, all that, I think they'll come out ready to play for him.
Okay.
You know, I think they'll hold it down. That's one thing about the Steelers. They hold it down for the family, you know?
No, facts. And we're going to have a good turnout down there as well. You know, Steelers Nation going to be
Tampa has
definitely
a
in
good
Miami,
turnout.
man.
Tampa did have a good turnout. I think Miami's hot. It's hot down here. It's starting to cool off a little bit. I think I'm rolling with the Steelers this week.
Okay.
I'm going with
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I like
Yes,
that.
sir.
Now
It's not 100 degrees out here. I think this is the week Pittsburgh comes down and plays well. They played well last week. I think it continues.
hey, as long as it's not Sunday 1 o'clock, we're gonna be all right, baby. Sunday
You
1 o'clock,
already
hey,
know.
those scary hours. Sunday 1
Moats,
o'clock in
you already
Miami.
know.
I don't want no
You
parts of
already
that. Not until
You already
December.
know. It get
I
hot
say I
out
don't
here.
want no parts of that. Scary,
It be
spooky.
200 degrees out here.
Talk about you just gotta hydrate. Nah, coach, ain't no hydrate for this, baby. I'm about to die.
You
Seriously.
can't hydrate for this.
Yeah. And you in the sun the whole time down there. They ain't slick. They are not slick. But no, we got to ask too, man. All right. College football time. How do West Virginia Mountaineers do this weekend, man? What's going on?
We got Texas Tech. You just seen us come off a big win. We'll win this
Okay.
week.
That's right, because
We'll
y'all won
win
on
this-
Thursday.
we'll-
Yeah.
I'll be real. We're on the roll right now. If you're a Steeler, if you're a Mountaineer fan, it's the time to be alive. We're on the roll right now.
Okay. Take care. Which I took care of Baylor on Thursday night. You said you got
I
Texas
think the
State
University
coming
of
up.
Pitt just picked up a big win. I expect them to fall off after a while, but West Virginia, we're on the roll.
We were on a bye, bro.
You know how I go. It's who plays good in November and December. We're here now.
It's
We're
October
here.
though. We're not November just yet. It's October still, man. We got time.
Yeah, we're like a week away. We're here now.
This is true.
We're
This is true.
clicking. We're clicking. We're clicking.
I like it.
We're
Dang,
clicking.
why you gotta take a shot at Pitt like that, bro? Dang.
We're
So
clicking.
y'all going down and they clicking. All right.
You know how I feel.
Okay.
We're clicking.
I mean, we
We're
just
here.
ran for like 300-something yards and 6 touchdowns, so we're doing
That's
something right.
literally all you got. And that gets shut down. That didn't play great last week. I seen a couple people hit the transfer portal. I'm not going to jump. But we're clicking.
We don't need
right?
him. We didn't need him anymore. He wasn't getting the ball.
Yeah, I hear
Let's
you.
go. Let's go.
I hear you.
No, I like it. All right. See, that sounds like a win right there. That sounds
Yeah,
like
we
a-
got Louisville on the road.
Yeah.
8 o'clock game. Big game.
But I say it's Marshall week over here, baby. So y'all know what time it is, man. We can't wait. We want all the smoke. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Come on, man. Because you gotta remember,
JMU is clicking right now. I'm not gonna take the shots.
You gotta remember, for us, man, this is like, we can't lose, bro. It's house money. So we go out there and play that way, man. We play carefree. We get after it, and we're going to challenge you defensively, baby. But we also can score points as well, man. So, it's one of them things. But we did take an L this week, though, man. It was our first one. It was a cool one, though, bro. It was a good game.
It was time.
Yeah. You said it was what?
You said it was time.
I didn't think
TG did predict that.
It was a 7-point game. We had 2 turnovers and a block punt. Yeah, we should have lost. We should have lost by multiple scores. But the fact that it was 7 points, I'm over here like, so you mean to tell me just 3 terrible plays only is a 7-point difference? Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that a lot. And we had some more history. So remember I was telling you how that was our first time in the AP poll in program history being ranked 25th?
Right.
We also happen to have our first player on the Biletnikoff Award watch list. Our wide receiver, Chris Thornton, he just got named to the Biletnikoff watch list. So shout out to him for that as well, man. So yeah, just wanted to shout the little homie out like that as well, man. So yeah, man, we making some noise over there. We doing what we supposed to do. But yeah, we do want this Marshall smoke. I need to see what we looking like. I need to see how we bounce back. What that bounce back game look like, man? You know what I'm saying? But I like us this week.
This is a build-it year for y'all.
Absolutely.
Y'all should be happy with 1 losses, 2 losses, 3 losses, 4 losses.
Now we ain't now see we are a program that operates under excellence. You know this. I figured all 3 of us teams that have been ranked in the AP poll would understand that type of lingo here. Because I think all 3 of us have at some point in time been ranked this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
West Virginia did not.
Not yet. Okay. No. Fair enough.
I don't even think they've received any.
Why are you smiling like that though, Deke? Why you got to smile, bro?
It is what it is.
Why you gotta don't do that. Don't Deke try to smile over here. He talking about it was program change. Remember that.
We live right. We're always right. We're always, even on our bad years, we're gonna be we're always right.
All right. Fair enough. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just hanging out. We just gonna see what our young JMU Duke's gonna keep doing, baby. But I'm loving it. All right, then. So you got Steelers getting a dub this week.
You gonna be in the conversation soon. Like y'all joining the family. We gonna see who y'all are soon.
Oh yeah, we're gonna learn. Hey, but until then, we just gonna be living our best life, man. We got a year and a half still, man. We let us do what we do. We just gonna keep taking up these ranking spots, keep getting these votes, and keep having players on the award list, man. We ain't tripping.
I hear you.
Hey, don't be surprised when our quarterbacks start popping up on watch lists. He's next.
I'm here for that. When you got Marshall.
What say it again?
When do y'all play Marshall?
Oh, that's this weekend. That is this weekend. Saturday. This is the week. This is the one sold out already too. We sold that thing out 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you knew that. It's been sold out. This is a big one right here.
This when you find out who you are.
This the one. This the one we want. We want Marshall. Did you hear that? I don't know if you heard the clap. We want Marshall. We want all that. All right.
I hear you.
Yeah. Just know, we want all that. We gonna stare at the eyes. We want all that. We gonna learn about it. Either we gonna come out of that thing looking right, or we gonna come out like, all right. We gotta get a bigger gun next time. All right, but either way, we gonna find out.
Either way, we gonna find out who you are this week.
Facts.
This is what I've been waiting on. It's time.
All right, I like it then, man.
Real quick though, any thoughts on Arians' game plan last week against the Steelers?
I mean, they won, bro. You know. They won. You can never get mad at a win. I always stand on that. You can never get mad at it. When they smashed, they played well. They played a good game. They found a way to win.
Let's go.
I openly admit it. I slept on Coach T. Like, Coach T going to find a way to win. And
don't sleep on Coach T, man. Don't sleep on him.
Coach T, shout out. I forgot that you are Coach T. You going to find a way to win.
I was talking about Arians on the other side though. Do you think he didn't have as good of a game plan for the Bucs? Like he didn't have them ready?
Hey, he trying to play with you, T. He trying to play you, bro. Hey, don't fall for it, T. Don't you fall for it. He trying to play with you. He trying to get you. He trying to get you. Don't fall for that. He trying to get you. He trying to get you over here. Don't fall for that. Don't you fall for that. Don't you do it.
I'm not going to fall for that.
Don't you do it.
I think he found a way to win. I think he came out with
Coach T took care of what he needed to take care of. That's what we at.
He had dudes that was hungry.
That's all that matters. That is all that matters, man.
Starters. You know, I stand on the next man up.
No.
I live on the next man up.
No, facts.
The next man up stepped up. I stand on that. No. I live on that. I believe in that. And I think they stepped up and they made plays and they won that game. Like, I don't know. I'm one of these dudes. I hate when people are like, the starter's out, so we automatically going to lose. Like, nah. These dudes are just, like, I don't mean to say just as good, but these are capable players. These are good players.
No, they all are. And that's something that Coach T has talked about. Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's not act like these aren't good players. These aren't league dudes. Like, these are league players. These are players that are more than capable to make plays and do what they need to do, and they know the defense. I thought they stepped up and played hard. They won that game. I stand by it. But we'll see. We'll let it continue, you know? Let it continue. We're gonna see who the Steelers are. I thought Coach Tomlin called a good game. I thought the game plan was good. They went out there and they won that game. They shut down the run. They did what they had to do, and they made it good. They won that game. I think this is a big week coming up. We got to continue to grow in terms of that. Like, you know how it is. You got to continue to grow. You got to stack wins. That's the name of the game in this league, is stacking wins. You can play good one week, and you got to come back the next week, and you got to stack a win. So this is a major week in terms of, like, it sounds like, but this is where the playoffs is won right here. This is how you get in the playoffs right now.
Oh, you got a little room right here. Absolutely. So
yeah, this is where you get it right here. So we're in the midst of things. This is a big week. Don't be surprised if you see, even though, don't be surprised if you see Trubisky in there all game. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Come on, dude.
Don't be surprised.
I was with you with everything. Talking about Tomlin, getting everyone compared.
He played too much, man. He played too much.
Now you're talking about Trubisky. We're rolling with Pickett, man.
He playing way too much over there, man. Don't you start that. Don't you start that, man. Don't you start that. Right. Next, he can be hollering about, hey, Matt Canada get an extension next, right?
I'm saying don't be surprised.
Time out. You extended Matt Canada now since you've seen him perform the way he did?
I think everything's the same. I don't think we get too high or too low.
Okay.
I think we're on a good even. It's a win.
All right. Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing more, nothing less. It's a win. It's a win. On to the next. And
all right.
Don't be surprised you see Trubisky all game. Hey, we're just gonna wait. We know you're a little bit beat up. We're just gonna wait. We're gonna ride with this. You know how? Don't do that.
I'm laughing because I definitely know. I just don't believe it's gonna happen right here, though, bro. Like, you know, they love the quarterback, and they love this the one they just drafted.
We're in a state of
they still in the honeymoon, bro. They still she's still perfect. It ain't nothing. She don't have a flaw right now. They just bagged her.
K8 was playing well. I'm not gonna take that away from him. He was playing well. He was. But you'll see. You know.
Oh man,
wins and the losses.
Look. I if it was any other position, yes. Because it's quarterback and they love Kenny. I just don't see it happening, man. When Coach T did what he did, but think about when Coach T made the move the way that he did. That lets you know it's like, nope, bro, we are not playing around with this thing. I'm in love. Here, married you. It's your turn now. Like,
you feel like that was in love, or that was like
it was lust. It was lust. It was like, yo, I'm stuck. I'm on the road. I ain't got nobody here. You love me. I like you enough. All right, let's go. Like, that's what that seemed like right there. That's what it seemed like. And now he's stuck with it. She's pregnant.
But then it's
like, what it is.
But then it's like you come back in and you get what you get. What are you supposed to do about?
You got to stick with it, man. You got to. You know that. You ain't making that move. They still in love, right? They still in deep like right now, man. They look at Kenny with Google eyes still. You know that.
I don't see it.
Oh, you know bro. What? Think about this in the whole vein of Kenny, right? Pitt, ACC championship, drafted, crowd absolutely adores him, right? What could we point to say, hey man, they shouldn't be loving him anymore, or they gonna second guess it, bro? Like everything to this point is that they love him, you know. So that's why it's like I don't see them making that move, even if Mitch does, or it could potentially be the answer. I don't see them making that move, man.
You don't think so?
I don't. Bro, they love him. You know they do. You know how they feel about draft picks here, too.
I know how they feel about it.
Especially first-round draft picks here.
I don't know.
That's after already signing Mitch, too.
Right. It's like they knew what they was doing when they did it. They had wifey, and they was like, nah, bro, I'm already back. I'm eyeing this. They was blatant with it, man.
Don't try to steal my logo.
So I'm saying, man.
I get that. I just think you'll see Trubisky this week. Don't be surprised.
Yeah, you brought some hot takes today.
This is why we come to UTG. I like it. Because, see, regardless, right or wrong, regardless of what anybody, how they might feel, you going to stand on what you stand on. And that's why I always respect the heck out you. You know that, baby. Always respect that. I told you,
it was the bye week for me. I thought the bye week was when you seen the switch.
Yeah, but you always going to stand on it, man. So I can respect that, man. Who y'all got this week down there at FMU?
We got Weber University.
Okay.
We gotta stop the run.
Gotta stop the run.
Same script, different cast. We gotta stop the run.
All right. You get them young fellas right there. But appreciate you as always, though, baby. You know that.
Love, bro.
No doubt, man. We'll do it again.
You already know.
Peace. Let's get it, man. Shout out to the homie Terence Garvin, aka TG, aka my locker mate, aka bro. He be having so much going on. He still ain't caught on to Arians just yet.
Did he know I said Arians?
He definitely did not.
He thought I said Tomlin, and that's why I flipped it again. I said no. I'm talking about. I said I'm talking about the other team. Do you think Arians had them ready or whatnot?
He was not.
And then he just started talking about Tomlin. Again.
He was not following it. Yes, bro. Yes.
He didn't deny. Like he did. Here's the thing though. Yeah. He never said. Oh no! What are you talking about? Arians ain't coach anymore. He never said. He never said.
That's what I was like. I don't think he caught up to it just yet, bro. But it like. His thought process was different, though, man.
The Arians thing's hilarious.
Bro, but
there's got to be people know in the chat, right?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Because the context, because TG said Arians was in his top 6 coaches or something in the offseason.
So we ain't gonna never let him live that down,
and then he.
But he still doesn't quote onto it. But he still doesn't quote onto it.
No. But
he said it again.
He said it again last week. He's like,
Arians gonna have him do his right. Or Arians, you gotta respect him. You know he got that still a culture down there or something. Yeah. Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess he just didn't even know what I was asking there.
Yeah.
Something about preparation, and he just went with Tomlin, I think.
That was funny.
The chat's hilarious.
But between he sounded like eating. I be like, yo, are you using some extracurriculars down there? You researching while you talking? Cause
I mean, the chat definitely thinks so.
At times, I'm like, yo, it felt like you researching, bro. He took that long pause. I'm like, son, what you just do? And then he come back. I'm like, all right, now. TG wildin', bro. I love it. That's the homie, though. Y'all know what he do. Let's get it in, man. Ah, yes.
TG's visiting Pluto. TG visiting International Space Station.
Bro, I see the one part they was like, yo, TG had to pause to go check one of them little bad teammates. He got one of them little bad kids he coaching. It's like, man.
That was a great call.
No, it was, man.
The Claypool take, though. I mean, I disagree. I would love to get a JC Horn. Why don't we just trade a first or second round pick to get him and keep Claypool, and we can worry about trading Claypool in the offseason if we want to get that pick back.
Yeah. Unless he doesn't feel that you're going to be able to move Chase for the same thing that you would give up for a JC.
Yeah, basically what he's saying, if you're reading between the lines, though, too, he doesn't think Claypool's going to keep this up. Yeah. You feel like this is at his hardest value right now.
That's kind of what he was alluding to when he
said it. He said right now. He's like,
get him when it's at his highest. He's just coming off of a touchdown. I'm like, dang. That's rough, bro. That's rough. So but I like it, though, man. Let's hit some of these supers, and after that, well, let's see how many supers we had coming, because if it's not a ton, then we could hit these supers and then go ahead to this last topic, the official preview.
Sure.
If there's a ton of supers, then we'll ride the supers, and then we'll.
What do you got?
Table it for tomorrow. Yes. Keep me. Like I said, I had a long day today, man. You see, I got my school clothes on still. You know, just like this all the time. I look like I'm going to court again.
But that worked out for last week when we did it, so I don't see why we couldn't do it again. Yeah.
And you know what? Let's got to tell you a secret.
What?
I got a little brownie points too last time. They was like, "Oh, you up here a little early." Ooh.
We finished up on time on Monday too.
It was like, "Ooh, hey now." Wifey was like, "Hey, big head." She's like, "You a little cuter when you finish on time. I kind of like you a little more." You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let you know, Deke, I really appreciate that, and everybody in the chat, I appreciate y'all as well. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ha.
Wow, this is a great super chat to start off with. Jeremy Martin, Moats, have you ever known Tomlin to leak stories to the media to create a narrative? Ramon Foster and DK said on DK Pittsburgh Sports Podcast that he does. Do you have any examples?
So the term leak information, it just has a bad connotation to it because it sounds more like you're trying to be messy. Coach Tomlin doesn't try to intentionally be messy, but he will intentionally speak through the media to send a message to players. He does do that, but not like leaking information in a messy sense. Because I know people, I'm sure they're referring, not exclusively referring to, but the Mitch situation, right? The whole locker room, what happened and all that. Was that something that was leaked by Coach Tomlin to direct to his players? He's not doing that type of stuff. That is very messy. He would not go that way. But when you hear Coach Tomlin say, yeah, I made the switch because I thought this guy could give us a spark and he could do this and this and this to provide us. He's not just talking to Mitch and Kenny. He's also talking about your inside linebackers, Devin Bush, Miles Jack, Robert Spillane. He's also talking about your secondary players. Hey, if you're not doing what you need to be doing, I will do this. If I'll do it to him, I'll do it to any of y'all. So at times he does speak like that. At times when he's super praising one of their opponents, right? And we're looking at him like, bro, you don't talk about me like that. This dude definitely ain't like that. We nicer than him. But he'll say that type of stuff publicly to piss you off. Absolutely. Hey, man, love this dude over here, man. That's a heck of a... Hey, that outside linebacker they got, oh, man, that's one of them young up-and-coming studs right there, man. He's one of them dudes that, hey, he might not be leading the league in sacks right now, but he's more than capable of leading the league in sacks right now. He could say something like that, and that'll be directed more to Alex Highsmith. So he does that type of stuff. So don't think of it in the sense of like him being messy. Think of it in the sense of like calculated. Like he's very calculated in terms of what he will say in the media to get a point to us. And he will even come into our team meetings afterwards and let us know, like, hey, man, I said that because I know it's going to piss you off. I said that because I know how it's going to make you feel right now. But I want that message to be clear for the media so they know how it's talking to you, but also your guys in here. And he does that a lot. But he does it to the guys that he knows can handle that. He's not going to do it to a guy that will falter in those type of moments. He's going to do it to get the best out of you. So I'm sure I didn't hear Ramon, but that's my brother. You know that. So, yeah, if he says it, I'm sure he clarified it in a way that was, clean and concise as well, because that's the home right there. But, yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer tuned in and said, I want to take some photos.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Jesus. Deke, you ain't seen the series.
I haven't seen it.
It's juicy as heck, I'll tell you that. But
looks like it's Canadian money, too.
Yeah.
CA $2.
But Lord, bro, it make me itch at times. I be watching, like, oh, God, why? Ew. Stay. Get away from me, man. Yeah. Oh. But no, you can't take no pictures of me play. That's the setup, Deke. Don't let him take no pictures. Don't let him get you nothing to drink either.
Hey, so this actually probably goes hand in hand with what you just said. A couple people in the chat are saying DK said he does, but Ramon didn't think so.
Thank you. Okay. Because, yeah, Ramon was going to speak on it the way that I spoke on it just because we were in those same meetings, being a part of those same type of shots and calculated conversations where at times me and Ramon have conversed. And like, yo, bro, that's you. That's me. It's like, oh, no, that's for that person over there. You're like, oh, I see now. So, yeah, he understands that. But once again, when we talk about the media element of it, what sells more? It sells more to make it a little bit more messier. It sells more to make it sound like that. But if you're being real, what would be the purpose of being messy if you're the head coach?
Like you got to answer your own stories that you're making messy.
Like, you're answering your own stories. You're causing drama within your own team for what exactly? Like, that's my thing. I'm just like, it don't make sense. Why would he do that? Like, nah. But he definitely will be very calculated in terms of saying certain things to motivate us, to get a message to us. Absolutely.
Fish Momentum, just saying the Gambler song. I guess he messes it.
Hey, no, it's happening soon. I think we got them. Might be next week we have them. I gotta check. We stay sponsored up lately, man. Hey, shout out to you. It's a team. And shout out to all y'all in the chat as well, man. When they see the interaction that y'all have with us, the way y'all like the vids, the way that y'all comment, the way that y'all subscribe, and how your notification bells on and all that, man, them companies see it and they want to help out. They want to, give promo codes. Provide Lawnmower 4.0s for us to just give away so graciously. So shout out to each and every one of us all being a part of this whole situation that we got going on in here. Let's keep it going. Onward and upward. Huh.
I agree. AJ Martinez, blessings to the chat and the #1 podcast. God bless you all.
Hey, man,
Heading to
salute you.
class. Peace out. Moats and Deke, badass. So he probably said that like 30 minutes ago or something.
That's all good.
An hour ago.
That means he's in the heart of this thing. He might be out of class by now, man. Salute you, AJ, man. I hope class was really good for you, man. Hope you learned something new. Yeah.
DJ Trey Money, Moats family rivalry this weekend.
Oh.
Question mark. We are Marshall.
Now, this is facts. My little brother went to Marshall. Yeah. Yeah, he's a Marshall dude, man. And
Wow.
not anymore at GMU, but when I was there, a lot of the coaching staff came from Marshall also.
How old's your brother?
Well, I'm 34. He's 32. Or he'll be 32 in November. Yeah.
Okay. Was he a Marshall fan before that?
Well, he's a football fan. So, like, we both were fans of, like, Chad Pennington and why
I was
should
gonna
be
say,
Leftwich.
Did
like,
he get to see Moss
yeah,
and all?
like, we like
that
just
crew?
the history of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. That Guy 89. Sorry I'm late. Have you guys spoke about Miami's defense and what Ingram is doing down there?
Not specifically about their defense just yet, but what I will say is their defense, man, they have good players. Deke kind of talked about it. They have good personnel, but across the board, it's not a really buttoned up unit. They'll have guys making plays. Xavier Howard can make plays. Melvin Ingram has made some plays. Some of them kind of fluky, but he makes plays. Christian Wilkinson, to me, is probably their most consistent player this season. But, and even Jalen Phillips, the young pass rusher out there, like, they have some talent, but it's just not as consistent. They also have a lot of miscommunication in their secondary and the back end and stuff like that. But as a whole, though, man, they do some things that can make it a little tricky with handling them, and we'll obviously deep dive into a lot of that whenever we start this preview up. Probably looking like more tomorrow, but we'll see.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got probably like 7 or 8 supers here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I say it's probably gonna be more tomorrow, and then obviously we got the Steven Sims interview tomorrow as well. Man, I can't wait to talk to Steven Sims, man.
Yeah.
I'm really excited, bro.
He's got to have some interesting stuff to talk about with his NFL journey, right?
Absolutely. Like, I'm to that point where I kind of enjoy hearing some of those type of stories, man, where it's like, yo, where did you come from? What happened? All right, so when this didn't work out, what kept you going, though? You know?
Yeah.
No, seriously, bro.
Matthew Gisner. I have to share this. I go on the website for book my bank. Didn't recognize I ordered 3 times. So
Jeez.
Okay. No. Hey, let me do this again. The website is called For Book. I'm pretty sure. I go to the website For Book.
Okay.
My bank didn't recognize I ordered. I thought the website was For Book My Bank. Anyway, my bank didn't recognize I ordered 3 times, so I called the bank. Got a Steelers fan. By the end of the call, she said she is ordering the book for her husband. Best service call ever. 1 out of a million. Okay, this is for your book then. He was trying to get a signed copy of your
I was
book.
so confused. Like, yo, wait. Yo, that is dope.
I go on the website For Book, your book.
for my book.
I thought the website was called forbook.com.
I did as well. I'm listening to you, and I'm like, what? Okay, all right. So shout out to the bank then, and shout out to Matthew for going and actually getting the book and ordering multiple copies of it, and even sharing the word with the person that was helping him out in terms of the service call. And she even turned around and went to get a book. So no, I definitely appreciate you for that, Matthew, and I hope that each and you and the lady and whoever else reads this, man, I hope they enjoy it as well, man, because something I was really passionate about, man, when I put some of those thoughts to paper, So salute you, man. Definitely appreciate you.
Matthew Gisner. Let's go Pens. Plus, no. Actually, no. Well, I'll read his. Let me go with it. Noah Kublek, I got to read too. He says, plus when I said Tomlin, I meant whole staff, doctors, etc. included. Okay. I mean, we talked about concussions and doctors a couple times.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact context of that.
Yeah, just more so that we got the literally top doctors in the world as it pertains to concussion research and just how progressive they are and how groundbreaking they are in terms of what they've been able to do thus far. But it's still a ton of unknown as it pertains to concussions. They ain't gonna act like they know every single thing, but in terms of who you want to trust and who you want to side with, ain't nowhere else you want to look for concussion doctors than right here in Pittsburgh, man, with Dr. Maroon and company, man. Shout out to UPMC as well.
And then Noah Kublek says, Bears fans handshaking with Dolphins fans equals living in the past.
Why are they doing that?
It's just kind of like a meme where it's like Bears fan. He's just saying Bears fans and Dolphins fans are both on the same accord that they live in the past. Bears fans, they still hang on the 1985 championship. Dolphins fans, they're probably still hanging on Dan Marino and then Don
the
Shula.
undefeated season. Yeah. That is funny. Yeah, you're right though. They do live in the past. Luckily for us, we don't do it. Do we? No, technically no. We howl about them.
We have some great history, but we're focused on now too.
At least our history is a little more current than their history. We can at least start with that.
We've been in the mix this whole time.
Absolutely.
For the last 20 years. We got 2 Super Bowls, but even over the last 10 years, it's been some disappointment, but we've been in the mix
a lot more
just as much as any team in the league.
Absolutely.
I would say top 5 to 6 between like us, the Packers.
Yeah, because the Bears,
Rams have been pretty consistent.
Their
Saints,
last run
Patriots.
they had was with Devin Hester when they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, with Rex Grossman.
Yeah,
really. I mean, they had 1 year with Cutler where they went to the NFC Championship.
That was one where he got hurt, though, right?
And he went out. Yeah, that was their only chance with Cutler. I think that might have been the only time they made the playoffs with Cutler. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Dolphins, like I said, over the last 20 years,
they've been in the
since Marino,
but they haven't had any runs like that.
The 1 year with Pennington.
The 1 year with what's the quarterback we got out there?
And Tannehill, but then it was Matt Moore.
Matt Moore, yeah.
That was it. I think those were the only 2 seasons they were in the playoffs. I think they were one and done in both.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they've been pretty much irrelevant.
No, for sure.
Whereas at least with us, like I said, us with, Saints, Packers, Patriots, the Rams have been up and down, but they've been, I think, somewhat consistent throughout this too. What other team, really?
This whole time, yeah.
No, I'm saying just, like, say last 10 years.
You say Niners?
Seahawks. I'd say Seahawks, too. Niners,
because I would say
Chiefs.
Niners when they was with Alex Smith, Kaepernick. Then they had that, like, run under Jimmy G they're going through.
They had some cratering. Yeah. Whereas, like, I would say in terms of just steadiness, though, we're in the top 3. Top 3 or 4. Yeah. Us, Saints, Packers,
Patriots were in there until Brady left, yeah.
Chiefs, maybe Chiefs, too, because they had a little bit something going on with Smith, and then they got Mahomes.
Bro, think what? They were 1 and 2 seeds under Alex Smith multiple years, man.
Yeah. So, really, we've been in it. It's not, I mean, we do appreciate everything that came in the past, but we've been very much focused on the present.
We're still relevant. Yeah.
Things haven't shaken out like we wanted to. I'd throw Seahawks in there, too, with Russ. A couple championships. They're always in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Gisner says, love 56, but he didn't get 2+ sacks first game with 90. Huh? You talking about this year or just his rookie year?
Or maybe
first
he's saying
game?
he wouldn't have got the 2+ sacks without 90, which is fine. But
he got 3 sacks, right, in the Bengals?
Yeah, but you also can't discount the fact that he had 6.5 sacks, and if all he had was 3 sacks in that first game, that's still 3.5 that has had to transpire without T.J. Watt. So yes, 90, man, without a doubt, he makes life super infinitely easier. But at the same time, Highsmith is definitely coming into his own and showing that he's also capable of being a double-digit guy in his own right.
Even T.J. Watt has a down game or two, and I would say thus far this season, Alex Highsmith, a down game for a game and a half, 2 games. I mean, he is
Buffalo's probably his worst game.
Right, he is
in terms of like productivity and impact. Right now. Because Jets' game, he still was having crazy impact. He just wasn't finishing the plays. Right.
He had 1 sack. He should have had,
he should have 3
or 4.
Should have 3 easily.
Matthew Gisner says dislike. This is for the Dolphins. Overhyped with the Flores factor. Mm-hmm. I don't trust Tua.
Facts.
I watch his bro here in Maryland. No accuracy and injuries.
They was trying to hype him up too.
I don't know much about him, but he goes to Maryland.
Yeah, he's a quarterback. Yep.
Okay. And
this is his second year up there. He was there last year as well.
Oh man, I wonder if we're gonna draft him to be a backup or something here.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, bro. Don't start that. McCann. Don't you start that. I ain't even think about.
He ain't taking over for Pickett. He ain't taking over for Pickett. Yeah, but I'm just saying, as a backup, as a guy in the room,
I could definitely see them doing something like this.
Pedigree.
Oh my God.
Pedigree. Right.
Stop. I don't want to hear it. I'm blocking that out, man.
His last thing he says, Dolphins pass rush doesn't scare me.
Okay, I like that.
I'm with you.
And then he also has his likes as well. I don't know if you saw that one.
I might have skipped it.
Yeah, I got you though. I think I do. Yeah. Unless you got it.
I don't.
I bet that. Yep. So for likes, he also says he likes the Dolphins' 2 wide receivers. He says they have 2 number 1 receivers in terms of Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. He says they have a fast defense. I would agree with that. His offensive line play he likes. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'm not the biggest fan, but I could dig that though.
Okay, 2 more here.
Yeah, I like that.
Scrooge Grady has joined the upper room.
Hey, shout out to Scrooge Greedy and welcome to the Upper Room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And then Matthew Gisner again says, in quotes, Dolphins are the best team in the 70s. And then another sentence with quotes, Steelers are the best team of the 70s.
Very different in terms of the context.
He's saying
because one had more talent.
16-0 team.
Yeah. In terms of having like that best season, but the team, because they had like that 1 year, and it was elite, so they're the best team in terms of that one season. I mean, but they could say the best team all the time if that's the case, right?
Yeah, there's some debates out there though. One of those 70 teams, the Steelers were the best, even though they have a couple losses. Like if you were to take, you would take that whatever Steelers 70s. I don't know what it is.
This team,
in a one-on-one game, right?
Yeah, because that's kind of like the argument they had in New England, where they say the best Brady team was the one where they actually lost the Super Bowl with Moss versus some of the ones he actually won. So I can understand that.
Like that Steelers team still did win a Super Bowl, but it isn't the 16-0 record.
Correct.
I don't know which year in particular. I don't know if it's 78, is it 74, 75. I'm not 100% sure. But
don't you love when we could have them? That's a Steeler thing right there. I don't know which one it was. It was 60.
Well,
74.
For me, I'm taking 08, man.
Oh, it was
that 08 team.
Yeah.
Listen, I was here and I got to witness it. I didn't get to see all the 70 teams, but that 08 team, man, the clutchness from Ben and that defense was unbelievable.
For sure.
All right, well, that's
Let me get 17 with Shade in, man. Dang. I mean, I'm just throwing my little hat in there. Can I get 17 when he healthy?
Without the injury.
I just want to throw that in there. I just want to throw it out there. All right, fair enough.
Well, dude, I'm reading this comment here. It's saying a super chat or anything, but it's looking like you got some competition for CMC. Someone's bringing up the 49ers.
Oh, we ain't worried about Niners.
Hold on, I'm trying to find the exact person that commented.
If CMC want to go to San Fran, that's his loss. I thought he won a championship.
I can't find it. Someone said it. I just wanted to bring it up, just to let you know.
Hey,
there's other teams out there.
No. Just trust me. It's his loss. We trying to help him out. That's all.
Are you in touch with just behind the scenes stuff with the Bills, or are they telling you likelihoods or anything?
Don't you do that to me. Don't you throw You already be trying to make me a Bills fan, and I'm an alumni. You know, I'm a Steelers alumni. I'm a Bills alumni.
You even dropped Odell.
Okay. Because he pulling up too.
Oh yeah, here it is. Nick White. Yeah. He says word on the street, CMC in trade talks to go to the Niners.
Yeah, they in talks. That's cool. We know where he wants to be. Okay. Same way Odell want to be. Rocking that blue and red.
We'll find out.
Come on, man. Hey, they came off of a nice win too, man. Another head and Arrowhead, huh? Yeah.
We already talked. We don't need to talk about that again.
I'm with you. I'm just saying.
We already talked about it briefly last podcast.
It's all good, man.
I don't know what Mahomes was doing.
He was doing what, it's a Bills
thing,
man. It happens. It's okay.
Yeah, but he's one of those dudes you give him the benefit of the doubt.
Sometimes it's just the opponent, man.
Sometimes
the opponents
stuff
get paid
happens.
too, man. The opponents get paid too.
Yeah, some of the greats. Throw picks, final drives. It happens.
Sometimes you just run into a buzzsaw.
I think it was more on what Mahomes failed to do as opposed to what the Bills did.
All I'm gonna say is Mahomes want the first victim. Was he the first quarterback to throw a pick against that Bills defense? I know we had one that threw a pick against that Bills defense the week before, so I know he couldn't be the first one. That's all I'm saying, man. It happens. It happens to everybody. He thought he was special. He thought he was the only one to not throw a pick against that Bills defense. Come on, man. If Kenny threw the pick, anybody could throw the pick. That's all I'm saying, baby. All right, we got Kenny. We checked him off the clink. All right, so now it's Mahomes. Clink. Got Stafford. Clink. Who else one gets clink? Clink. Just run down the list, man. Lamar, clink, check him off. That's all I'm saying, man.
Who your boys got this week?
Yo, why you doing that?
I'm not doing anything.
Why you gonna?
I'm curious.
Why are you phrasing it like that?
I'm curious who they got.
They're kicking their feet up.
Because they got to play the Patriots still twice.
No, this should be bye week for Buffalo though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of teams on bye.
Yeah. Because this is why this was like the whole.
Am I wrong? They're playing the Patriots twice still. They haven't played the Patriots.
Yeah, they have not played the Patriots yet.
Because we actually low key, we might want them to take out the Patriots.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because the Patriots are now all of a sudden becoming relevant again. 3-3.
So they are on the open week. They come back October 30th. Packers.
Okay. Oh, they still have to play the Jets too.
Yeah.
I think that's. Yeah. We want the Patriots and Jets to.
Yeah, they got
go down the tube.
Got Jets November 6th, Patriots the 1st. You know what I'm saying, man. Just a bunch of victims out here.
Dolphins
nameless, great faces. You know how that goes, man. Let's see who else is gonna be. Who's gonna get L? Vikings out. Is that game at 1:00? Ooh, Minnesota at 1:00. That could be tough.
That's home though, huh?
Yeah. Oh no. It's in Buffalo. Never mind. Scratch that. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. So yeah, they got New York twice, Miami once, and then New England twice still. Yeah, so they still got a lot of action.
For the Steelers, we actually want the Bills to take out those other AFC East teams because those teams might be in the mix for a wild card.
Well, hey, if you want, we could root for it together, man.
I'm not sure.
I got a hat for you. I got I got some shirts upstairs.
No, I'm not doing that.
I got me a couple of shirts. Deke, I know your size. You XL? You want that or you want the large?
No, I slimmed up.
You
a
sure?
Little bit
I got a large for you, man. Sure, I got a large for you, man.
No, I'm medium now.
You sure? I got mediums as well. I got kid size too, man. You come on, bro. We across the board, man. Because what I notice is like with KK, she like to wear some of her stuff oversized. So it's like she'll get like a large Bills hoodie or crew neck. So we got options, man.
None of it will fit. None of
it
will work. I promise.
Are you sure? Because it's a lot.
None of it will work.
Like it's some unisex in there, so you don't have to like. Oh, I only want to wear this.
None of it's gonna work. No, none of it will work for me.
I mean, you told me you like that one with the table and the dude, from Thurman Wife. You told me you like that one a lot.
I'd want it in a Steelers
version.
You
told me you like that. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Oh, good.
Odell signed with Minnesota?
I did see that.
Wait,
that's
what?
That's what I'm saying in the chat. Let's see, man.
No way.
Let's check it out, man. Let's see what they did.
Whoa.
That'd be interesting. Oh, what's up with Thielen? That'd be the other question.
Is he hurt?
I don't know. We'd have to see.
What?
If he truly did it, I don't know. Minnesota. Is that where he signed at?
Why Odell Beckham Jr. could sign with the Vikings.
Did he?
I don't know, though. That's 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Does Schefter have something on this?
Yeah, why would you want to go there?
Yep.
All right.
No. This is fake.
I was about to say, man, I don't agree with it.
This is fake.
Yeah.
They almost got me.
Yeah.
Chiefs are a strong contender.
Right.
I'm not seeing Vikings unless someone could drop a link or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything.
I was saying unless Thielen is like down, but I'm like, because
does he need to sign right now?
No, he still got time.
I feel like he still got
a
lot of time.
Why would he go to Minnesota? I'm like, bro, you don't want to go there. Go somewhere you trying to win at, bro.
I'm not seeing anything on the Vikings.
Yeah.
Maybe just now they're actually
go
in
to
consideration.
Where you want to win, man. If you're trying to win, you know what it comes to. If you don't want to come there, man, you the ops. Then what it is. We ain't tripping.
Wait, what about this? Bills acquire Antonio Gibson? Commanders acquire 4th-round pick? Are these just rumors or are these actually happening?
You know the chat be playing games. That's why.
That's Nick Watt, too. He'll do that
They
stuff.
will definitely play the game, bro. You know that.
All right. I'm doing
fall forward you want to. Yeah. Until I start getting notifications and people hitting my phone, I don't believe none of that, man.
Nah, he got us. He got me at least.
Yeah, I say don't fall for that. Now, that's the banana in the tailpipe. That's what that is. Don't fall for that, baby. I like it though, bro. I like it. It was a vibe, man.
Yeah, good show.
Yeah, ain't about to say it. Trust me.
627.
If Odell want to win, he know where he need to go to. Okay.
Come to the Steelers.
Or another place a little bit further up
say
north.
to Tomlin after that one game, come save me or something?
Yeah, but we already got receivers here.
We do. But maybe this goes to TG's point. We sign Odell, trade Claypool for J.C. Horn.
Stop it. I don't like it. Stop it.
Could we please trade a 1st or 2nd rounder for J.C. Horn? I'm not opposed to that. We did it with Minka. Let's do something like that.
Yeah. I don't think they want to do it, though, bro.
Who? The Steelers?
Yeah. I don't think they want to.
The Panthers shouldn't either. I mean, you got to keep some young guys.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to keep some young guys. You can't fire sale everyone.
Like
the Dolphins almost did though. Whenever they were tanking,
but they were getting back like crazy returns as well though. Like Laramie Tunsil thing, that was like a massive overhaul. Was it Kenny still?
Minka was
discontent
down there, and to get a 1st-round pick for him, and they couldn't really find his role. They were doing a bunch of nickel stuff.
Yeah,
so I guess that's why it made sense too.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, 1st-rounder for J.C. Horn. Let's dial it up.
No, for sure. So we'll see, man. We'll see how it plays out. But anywho, man, this has been a dope show, man. Definitely had a blast with this. Tomorrow, we will be starting a little bit earlier. All right, no 4 o'clock start because tomorrow we will have Steven Sims joining us. All right, so like I said, that will be at the 4 o'clock hour, so you definitely don't want to miss that. And then from there, we will start the official or the deep dive into the game preview. Steelers, Miami Dolphins, and we'll also check out that injury report as well, man, to see, who's looking good, who's not looking so good.
You want me to go over it real briefly?
Yeah, we got some. We'll
there's
get
one
real quick.
out right now.
Yeah.
Because I was just thinking about that. Someone in the chat said Kenny's full. And I think they said Minka was good to go. Yeah, this came out 52 minutes ago. I'll go over it real quick. Because we'll try to keep you on time here. No, yeah, Pickett full.
All right. Good. What about my hammies guy?
Hamstring for Cam Sutton, limited.
Okay.
Witherspoon, hamstring, limited. Levi Wallace, concussion, full. Minka was limited with that knee. Damn it. Miles Jack, ankle, LP. He's good to go.
Okay.
Mason Cole, foot, ankle, limited. He's fine, too.
Okay.
James Daniel, limited ankle. He's good as well. Pat Freiermuth, concussion, full.
Good.
Wormley, limited ankle. He'll be good as well. And Ogunjobi, knee, DNP. I feel like he'll be all right. He'll find a way.
We shall see, man. I thought that last week until I saw them dudes get ruled out on Friday. I was like, oh, man, all right.
Ogunjobi's been on this for a couple weeks now. He's been on the
back, though. It's more back.
That's true. It did switch up
different.
now.
This is knee.
There's no report on the back right now.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go over Miami quick, too.
But, man, I'm not – all right. So, at least those guys were limited in terms of Cam Sutton and Keller Witherspoon, though.
Yeah, like everything pointing in the right direction there for us.
That's good.
Armstead, so DNP.
Okay, good. Because he's definitely a better or best offensive lineman.
Yeah. Keon Crossan, DNP, knee. Melvin Ingram, not injury-related, just some vet rest. Manuel Ogba, DNP.
Okay.
Christian Wilkins, hand, DNP. Jerome Baker, hip, limited.
Okay.
Xavier Howard, not injury-related, vet rest.
Okay.
Cater Koyohu, oblique, limited. Raheem Mostert, limited, knee.
Okay. A little running back action.
Defensive line, Zach Seiler, limited.
Okay.
Durham Smith, tight end, limited. Skylar Thompson, limited. Elijah Campbell.
What did he hurt in the game, though?
Thumb. Right thumb,
okay.
it says.
That's what it was.
Tight end Tanner Connor, full. Greg Little, tackle, Achilles, full.
Yeah, he's going to need all the practice he can get. We need to take that. That's the one we got to have.
So Tua is not even on this injury report.
So, all right. So, Tua's in there then, man.
Yeah, but with Wilkins and Ogba and
Wilkins is interesting.
Who else? Armstead, yeah, DNP.
Yeah, that was the interesting one right there, man. So we'll definitely monitor that as this thing continues to go forward, man. But I like that right there, man. I like that.
Yeah, outside of what? The random like Miles Jack popping up here.
And the Ogunjobi knee.
Steven Sims hamstring, DNP. I missed that. That's why he got caught, maybe.
Stop it. He had the punt return afterwards, though, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn.
Well, it worked for his last time, though. Remember, Montravis came on the show. He ended up playing. He was like, yeah, I'm good. I got this.
Getting it ready.
So maybe that'll be the same energy tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Nah, salute, though. All right.
That was an efficient injury report.
That was, man. Well. I'm only 2 minutes over the clock right now, so we are winning right now.
That's absolutely acceptable.
So with that being said, greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all on the way out. Make sure y'all like the stream. Check out the website as well, arthurmoats.com, if you have not done so either. But either way, we greatly appreciate you. And until next time, baby.
Peace.